have all gathered for fun, right? To witness the rise of professionals that would not only be adept in their chosen career, but will also write their names in the sand of time through their transgenerational impact. And this is how we welcome you to the Career Acceleration Masterclass this year. Good evening. Welcome to an exclusive convergence. Welcome to a beacon of light, wisdom, and empowerment. Welcome to the place that you will gain the knowledge to take you to the next level in your career. And if you're excited to be here and glad for the next level of your career that will be unlocked, please respond with a wave of your favorite emojis in the chat box and let me know how excited you are tonight. I'll be looking forward to your responses. Let's see those who are with us now. I'd like to see your favorite emojis in the chat box to show how excited you are about this exclusive convergence of professionals that have taken the step to improve their careers and gain the utmost benefits of their chosen career. Oh, thank you so much, Emanuela. Thank you, Ijiwande, for your responses. It's so nice to have you here. My name is Esther Additional, and it's such a delight to be host for tonight's Career Acceleration Masterclass. It's been such a journey for the past 3 years, and this is the very third edition of the Career Acceleration Masterclass. For those that have been with us from the inception of this masterclass, you would agree with me that it is one that is worth your time and is also very useful to your life and career. So, I'd like us to do some introductions. Like I said, my name is Esther Additional, and it's so nice to be here. So, I'd like us to introduce ourselves in this format: your name, where you are joining in from, what you currently do, and what you look forward to doing in the nearest future. That is the career that you look forward to explore. So, I'll go first. My name is Esther Additional, and of course, I'm your host for tonight, and I'm also a registered nurse based in Ogbomoso at the moment. And I look forward to a career in international development with a special emphasis on education and policy making. So I'd love to read from one or two persons. What's your name? Where are you joining us from? What do you currently do? And what career do you look forward to exploring? Very quickly, let's see the amazing individuals that are here with us tonight. Okay, I would I think maybe people are having issues responding. So once again, you're welcome to Career Acceleration Masterclass, where we'll be learning how to master timeless truths that would make for impact, influence, and income. Okay, I've gotten some responses. Thank you so much, Amal Kemi. Thank you, Margaret Afolabi. Can you tell us where you are joining in from and what you currently do and the career that you look forward to exploring? Okay, thank you, Beatrice from Ibadan, a nursing student. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Chinenye, for your response. Okay, so please let's just keep dropping our responses in the chat box. It will be displayed here because this is your chance to introduce yourself to the amazing individuals that are here tonight, and of course to meet new people. So please don't forget the format: your name, where you're joining in from, what you currently do, and the career that you look forward to exploring. Thank you so much. So, like this is the Career Acceleration Masterclass, and I'm glad to announce to you that this was organized and brought to you by Side Class, a class of what is not taught in class. So please, tonight is a time for learning, relearning, and unlearning a lot of things. And tonight is to set you on the path for greatness, is to set you on the path for discovering the tools that you need to drive impact in your chosen career. And it is a wonderful, wonderful time. So this is not just about fast tracking your career. This is about embarking on a journey that would define your legacy. This is about impacting lives. This is about creating positive change that will have a ripple effect in your life and even in the lives of people around you and generations to come. Welcome once again. It's going to be a wonderful time. So I'd like to invite for the welcome address the convener of the Career Acceleration Masterclass for a brief welcome address. Thank you so much, everyone, for your responses. Oh, wow, I can see Olaomi Adejumo, a nursing student who looks forward to becoming a minister of health. Amazing, amazing. I love this. Please, okay, international opportunities in nursing. Please keep on dropping this and be on the lookout for people that do the things that you also want to do or people that are in line with the career trajectory that you look forward to exploring. Like I said, we are here to learn and we are also here to meet bright minds that would help us in our career and of course build our network of valuable people and people that will be useful and be a huge plus to us in our careers and lives ultimately. So yes, please join me as I welcome the convener of the Career Acceleration Masterclass and founder of SideClass, Mr. Oluwatobi Adewumi, for his welcome address. And please, can we welcome him with our favorite emojis and a round of applause for this amazing initiative that is set to change our lives forever? Please, a round of applause, your favorite emojis. I look forward to your responses in the chat box as much as possible. Let us show our presence because there are amazing gifts to be won for the most interactive participants and for those that are ready to really milk all that we have here for you today. And so thank you so much, sir. Thanks for having us. Thanks for this beautiful initiative. We are so glad to have you. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Esther. Let me just confirm you can hear me, Esther.
Yeah, I can very well.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Esther. Thank you for the wonderful introduction, and thank you for being our host this evening.
My pleasure.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah,
Thanks for having me.
so I am Oluwatobi Adewumi, and of course, I am the convener of Side Class, and of course, the host of this event. We've been doing this for the past 3 years, and I believe that this is another gathering this year that is ready to shape future, that is ready to transform life. Really, I don't want to take much of our time again because our first speaker is here waiting to, take us on a journey of impact, influence, and income. Right? The only thing I'm just going to say is once again, I want to welcome everyone, and I am going to implore everyone that this is not just a gathering of, let's just come and hear what they are going to say, right? This is not where you come to say, okay, let me just peep and see what's going on, right? The next level of your life is determined by three things. Whether you're going to make progress from point A to B are majorly dependent on three things. And the first one is places, the second one is people, and the third one is events. This is one of those events that can shape your future. This is one of those events that can chart the course of your life for the next 10 years, for the next 5 years, for the next 15 years. The things you will be learning on Career Acceleration Masterclass 2023 are things that are going to help you navigate your way, that are going to help you live a life of options, that are going to help you unlock your inner power, that are going to help you, those goals you've set for yourself but you don't know how to get there, those places you're looking forward to getting but you don't know what path to take to get to that location. This is that event where you're going to learn everything. So what I'm just going to implore everyone is grab your pen. If you are on this event and you are without a pen and a jotter, my people inside class knows me, right? They know me already. You are in this event and you don't have a jotter. I mean, you are not in this event at all. You are in this event and you don't have your pen with you. You don't have something to write, to take notes. You are not yet in this event. So just grab a pen. I have my jotter here with me. I have my pen with me, right? Because I know that I'm not coming here to speak. I'm not coming here as the host or something. I'm coming here to learn. I'm coming here to be transformed. I'm coming here to, get insight, resources, empowerment, to build capacity that will help me, even as the host, to to move from point A to B. So I want to implore everyone: grab your pen, grab your paper, get a glass of juice, and if you have popcorn, don't worry. If you don't have popcorn, don't worry. You can get granules, and let's just enjoy these rides together. Once again, on behalf of Cyclass and the team in Cyclass, I want to welcome everyone to Career Acceleration Masterclass 2023, and I hope that you have a very interesting and interactive moment here. Thank you so much, Esther. You have the stage.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome. Thanks for imploring us to get our notepads ready. Here is my notepad, here is my pen. And so I believe that everyone on this call, in fact, if you do not have a notepad and pen, you are wrong at this moment. So please get your notepads, get your pens ready because we are in for an exciting learning adventure. And you do not want to miss any point at all. I mean, not even this the littlest of points. You don't want to miss out on anything because we are here to master modern tools and timeless truths for impact, influence, and income. And I'm most excited to invite our very first speaker for this year's Career Acceleration Masterclass, brought to you by SideClass. And she is no other than a top 1% global freelancer and Forbes coach who has made 8 figures and counting. Mark that, 8 figures and counting from freelancing. Why? She has hacked the code of freelancing and has made it her mission to nurture African talents on how to build a robust career from freelancing and to launch their own borderless freelancing careers. And she's here to take us through the freelancer's roadmap from 0 to 6 figures in your career and doing what you love. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me with a very warm rush of the most beautiful emojis. I want to see you smiling in the chat box and a round of applause. Can we welcome with me to the stage Temi Tokwe Olukunle? A round of applause, please. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's so nice to have you.
Is
Media,
over
please can
7
we
years
play
of
our
experience
salutation?
with prestigious global brands.
Grab your pens.
Temi Topo Lukano leverages over 7 years of experience with prestigious global brands to drive human capital and workforce innovations as a respected global talent consultant and human resources expert in Africa. She has strategically transformed talent management for over 30 multinational firms by integrating contemporary digital, remote, and freelance methodologies, enhancing organizational agility and global talent accessibility. Her dedication to professional development has manifested in training over 2,000 freelancers, catalyzing their entry into the global market, fostering economic empowerment, and championing the sustainability of digital careers. With a rich educational background and certifications spanning diplomacy, strategy, personnel management, Scrum Mastery, project management, and business analysis, she brings a multifaceted skill set to her strategic roles. Her diverse expertise across real estate, investment banking, hospitality, IT, and consulting underpins her holistic approach to driving innovation and excellence in the digital HR and management consulting sectors. As the entrepreneurial force behind Outnovately Africa, she's pioneering in HR technology, significantly advancing the reach and effectiveness of global talent recruitment and digital skill enhancement on the African continent. A celebrated member of Forbes Coaches Council and Forbes BLK with prominent recognition as a top voice on Upwork, Temi Tope stands at the forefront of the gig economy, shaping contemporary workforce dynamics and thought leadership.
Wow. Can you guys hear me? Please confirm that you can hear me.
Absolutely, clearly.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure just being around the energy and all that is happening in the room. I love it already. So I'm so honored to be here. Thank you so much. But the most important appreciation today will go to the host of this side class, this event, this masterclass, this event that you guys are a part of. You don't know what it means. You don't know the power and the impact that it will have in your career and your personal development. So I want to say to you, thank you first, Oluwatobi, for having me here, and well done on this great work that you are doing. Congratulations to the team as well for, commencing and putting this together. So because of time, I'm going to get right into my session. For everybody on the call, welcome. We're here because of you. So today we're here to serve you guys. I am here for you. So for today, I am here to serve you. If you have any question, based on any of the sessions or any of the comment that I'm going to be making, or any of the things I'm going to be talking about, please note them down. I'll be taking questions, just after the session. First thing first, just like you read in the introduction, for the people who are picking, for the people who are taking note, one of the things that you will see that is jumping out as a keyword is the gig economy and the freelancing. And I've been given an assignment, obviously, to speak about the freelancing, the roadmap to freelancing, how to move from 0 to 6 figures. But first, I'm not going to assume that everybody on this call, about freelancing. Majority of you guys are in the nursing space. I have seen the comment, I've seen the response, and when you guys were introducing yourself, almost everybody, I've not seen anyone who is an exception. Everybody said, I'm a nurse, I'm studying nursing, or already one, I'm a registered nurse. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? Are you sure I will not also migrate to the nursing space? So I'm not going to assume. I'm going to share with you guys what it means to be a freelancer. What is freelancing? Before you even know how to begin to freelance, and before you know how to make money from it, what is freelancing? Freelancing is a type of self-employment. Is a type or a method of self-employment where you are not working with an employer, you're not working with a company employing you and paying you salary monthly, not necessarily. You're working on a per project or per time basis or per contract basis, and then they're paying you per contract or per hour or per the project. And this can be done for multiple clients at the same time. If you are working right now in a hospital, I'm very sure it's very difficult for you to also work with about multiple hospitals at the same time, except that, I think there's a way the doctors do it. They do a shift here, they do a shift there and there. So it's a bit similar, but you are not in freelancing, you're not committed to any employer. You're committed, of course, to your clients in terms of deliverables, but you are working on a part-time basis. So, for example, somebody sees you post videos a lot on your page, and then they said, can you also handle my page for me? Can you also, post videos, help me edit my captions, write content for me? And then you take up the gig with whatever you are currently doing as a nurse. That's freelancing on the side. Or somebody says, I like the way you edit flyers. This event that you are doing, did you design the flyer yourself? And then you say, no, I mean, did you give it to somebody, a graphic designer? And I say, no, I did it myself on Canva. And then the person said, oh, can you be doing flyer for my church? We have programs every Sunday. That's a gig. That's a contract. So all of that falls under the category of freelancing. So you can also say it's a type of business, or it's a type of career. And so there's so many ways to go global, right? I tell people that there's so many ways to go borderless. I have a book called Borderless. So borderlessness is the core of my message. And there are so many ways to go borderless. Some people literally japa, they move physically, migrate, leave the country, leave Nigeria to go borderless or to go global. Some people decide to go for their masters abroad to say, let me go and study, and then that's their plan of going global. But what they've done is international. The idea is when you move from one country to another, that's you being international. You're not global yet. Because to be global means that from whatever part of the world you are in, whether you are in your corner right now in Ikeja, or you're somewhere in the United Kingdom, people are placing demand on your skills. People of different cultures, organizations of different backgrounds, companies in different countries are placing a demand on your expertise, your education, and your experience. Those 3 E's. So that is what freelancing is all about. Then the question is, so tell me, I hear you. This is how I start this freelancing thing. Where do I start from? Let me share a bit about my journey within the confines of time that I had. And then so that you begin to picture what this is about, all this English that we're saying, what is it about? When I started working as an HR head of operations, there was a year that I was a head of operations in a particular role. My salary was about, I like to mention figures because Nigerians, we like figures so that we can so that we can relate. It's very relatable when you mention figures. And then I remembered how my salary, even as a head of operations, was 150,000 naira. 150,000 naira. And I was head of operations. In fact, I had a car. And I said, there had to be more. And that was when I found freelancing. The COVID came. I said, you know what, let me try this thing. I went online. I registered an account. I saw that. I went on Upwork. I began to do a research. What are the platforms? Where can I go to get all these jobs and gigs? And, I used to assume that I have to be in tech. I have to be a techie to be able to do all these things online, to get jobs online, to make money in dollars, to work remotely. So I used to think, I have to have some tech skills. So I began to do my research. And then I found certain platforms that I can go online, do some gigs, write some content, edit some work, or do what I currently do virtually, and then they pay me. So I found one of those platforms, and then Upwork is major, and that's why I talk about Upwork a lot today. And what I did pretty much was created an account, started sending out proposals, looking for the jobs that I can do. And the first job I found that I think I got was to work with a coach and to help her edit presentation slides, to prepare presentation slides on Canva. How many of you know Canva here? Please let me know in the comment section. Do you know Canva? Have you used Canva before? Do you know how to use Canva or anything? And I got the gig. It was $10 per hour. And I was doing 10 hours a week. So calculate that as at that time. Now, so when I got that and I started earning about $250 a month, I started thinking about my life. Like, okay, this is a job I do part-time. And this is the work I go every day, Monday to Saturday. I go to work on Saturdays. I go Monday to Saturday. They're paying me 150,000 naira. Sometimes I close by 10 p.m. And I'm like, am I going to you hear me? I think I was off for a few seconds. I don't know if I was logged out. Can you guys still hear me? Please confirm that I'm still here. Just drop some notes for me so that I would know you are in the show. Everyone can still hear me. Okay, so let me continue while I wait for your confirmation that I'm still here. Please confirm. Please confirm. Thank you. I think I was logged off for so. Yes. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. And then by December of that year, I said I cannot continue like this. If from the comfort of my home, I can be making this money, and then I'm going physically for this job and they want to kill me, I need to do something. So I started applying for more, and I got another gig that was paying me $600. Now, as at that time, if you even calculate the $600, the conversion rate, it was about 300,000 or 200,000 something. So I resigned. And then I started doing it. Now, $600 today is 600,000 naira. But that's the beginning. And that's how I started. And before you know it, I started scaling it. I started charging $20 per hour. And before you know it, $25 per hour. I got gigs that were like 40 hours a week. In a month, that's like $2,400. And that's how I started growing. At some point, I even still went back to do a physical job when I came to Lagos. That, okay, my time zone of work is in the night. Instead of staying at home, just sleeping morning till evening, let me go to work, physically. But the capacity that I've built, my taste has changed. I was able to even ask for a better salary. The salary that I was earning a year before, which was 150, within a space of 1 year, I could now begin to ask for salary like 1 million naira per month. That's because I've seen something better. So you can't tell me otherwise. I know it is possible. So let me now get right into how you as a person, I wanted to share my story so that you guys have a context to where I'm coming from, what I am saying. How do you start? What is the beginning? I call something the 8 P's. It used to be the 6 P's, but I've added 2 more P's. The 8 P's of freelancing. That's your roadmap. If you follow this roadmap, you will get it. If you follow this step by step, and a lot of people have followed the same roadmap. I have an academy. I have a University of Freelancing where I enroll people part-time. I have courses. I have coaching programs. I have a book on freelancing. So my life is really about freelancing. And if people are not getting results, I won't be doing it. So the first P, I call it the product. That's the first P. Please, I want you to write it down. Product. Write it down. The first P is product. And what is product? Product is you. You as a professional. So I know you're currently a nurse. But if you're going to move into the freelancing space, leveraging on what you already know, you're going to have to ask yourself and need to assess yourself. What else can I do? What else am I good at? What are my skills? You need to sit down to take stock of your talent, your abilities, the areas of specialization. Even if it is in nursing, there are other subsets that you can focus on. I'm not seeing it yet. I want you guys to write it here. No, I want you to write the first P. Product. Product is you. So somebody said I'm an exception, I'm a plant biologist. Awesome. Very good. Begin to find your own, if you're not a nurse, You can be anything on this call. You can be in any field. I mean, I was, and I'm still an HR, I'm global talent consulting. I do operations, virtual assisting, and all of that. Regardless of your background, Scrum Master, I even did Scrum business analysis. Regardless of your background, freelancing can be for anybody. So the first thing is the product. And when you think about product, think about yourself. I am the product. Beyond what I've studied in school, beyond what I'm currently doing or what I'm learning, what else can you do? And you know why? The world of work is changing. The world of work is shifting. It's not just about what you know. You can't rely on one thing. You can't rely on one skill set. If you don't have it, gain clarity and build capacity in it. There are little tools that you can leverage on right now. Even prompt engineering on how to use ChatGPT, that alone can rake in money for you. If you learn how to design on Canva, Canva is a tool where you can design with templates. That alone can fetch you money. Content creation can fetch you money. Social media money, but you are the one to do the assessment. So ask yourself first, what am I good at? Yes, I do this. Yes, this is what I'm studying. My first degree was geography. My second degree, diplomacy and strategy. I'm not practicing any of that. And it doesn't mean what I studied, I cannot practice it. It doesn't mean that they are not good or they are bad. It doesn't mean what you're studying is not good. In fact, if you find a way to freelance with what you do, perfect. But if you think that what you do or what you learned is not easily exportable, you can't export it virtually. You have to be physically present because it's not every skill that we can freelance with. Like somebody asked me, can a construction worker freelance? I said, honestly, you already know the answer to that. You cannot construct a building, virtually, except you're an architect and you're working with certain tools and technology online. But that you want to mold the block, you can't do it now, right? But you can do something else. Maybe teach how to do it. Maybe become a teacher, a trainer, create a course on it, create a book on it. So the idea is to assess yourself. What can I do? Some of you are very good with speaking, talking. You don't know that is a skill. Some of you are very good with research. There are platforms that you can go to and begin to make money by doing research for people. And like I mentioned, Upwork is one of those platforms you should even research. As you're on this call today, go and research Upwork. Even LinkedIn. I mean, when I began my freelancing career, I never knew that I was going to get international gigs on LinkedIn. But I have seen over and over again that LinkedIn, as little as you guys think it is a very powerful resource. The largest gig of my career, which is working with the World Bank and AFDB, I got it on LinkedIn as a freelancer. They're looking for a freelance recruiter. That's like the biggest career achievement for me. Having to work on projects, interviewing people that are going to work with the World Bank, African Finance Development Bank, and all of these people. It's major. That's LinkedIn for you. Number two, after the product, because of time, what else do I need to do now that I know what I want to do? Now that I know, I've defined my USP, I already know what I'm going to do. The second thing is the platform. You can't just have a skill and you're like, okay, you're going to be everywhere. No. I ask people questions when I'm talking about personal branding and positioning. I usually ask them, where is your money? Who is holding your money? Where can you find the people holding your money? And how can you find them? How can you get the money out of them? So, for example, who is holding your money? If you're selling Pampers right now, you're selling Pampers, who is holding your money? Obviously, begin to think about it. Who are the people that will naturally buy Pampers from you? So the first question is, where is the money? The money is, of course, with people. Are they online? Are they virtual? Are you going to find them somewhere? Who is holding it? It's obviously newborn mothers, like new infant mothers, new mothers, or people who just gave birth. You can't meet somebody who is not, you can't even go meet a man. It doesn't mean they can't buy, but they are not necessarily the people holding your money. It will be a waste of time to be marketing to a man Pampers. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So where's the money? Who is holding the money? What platforms can you find them? You can't be everywhere. Some people have mastered Facebook. Some people say, you know what, all the social media, I'm not interested. I'm going to focus on Fiverr and Upwork, UPWORK. I'm going to focus on it and build a career in it so that you don't spread yourself thin. Master the platform that works for you. Some people have mastered LinkedIn that even we that we're doing a lot in other platforms. When we get there, they're like our bosses. We're looking at them. Meanwhile, some people have mastered TikTok. When other people get there, you're wondering. So there had to be a place where your market is. Now, there was somebody that joined my training 3 weeks ago. And just 2 days ago, there's something I teach people that just the same thing, that everybody cannot be your client. Everybody cannot be your customer. And you can break them down to say, I call them the 5 C's. Are coaches my clients? Consultants, are they your clients? CEOs, are they your clients? Companies themselves, are they your client? Content creators or course creators or creatives? I just wanted to break it down to make it easy for them. And you know what she did? She went to write on a group that she belonged to, that, so she niched down to coaches. She even further broke it down to female coaches. And then she said, and this is an entry level person. And then she said, guys, I'm a virtual assistant. And she's currently doing something totally different, in a regular, what she studied. And then she said, guys, I'm a virtual assistant to female coaches. Female coaches, she was very specific. And then a coach reached out to her that, okay, I need an administrative assistant. I'm a medical doctor. I'm very busy with my life. There's a lot that I need to do as well. I'm trying to run an e-commerce business. So I need somebody to support me virtually. And that's how she got the job, $12 per hour. $12 today is like 12,000. So imagine in a day, in a week, she's making about 200,000. And then in a month, that's about 800,000. Just like that on the side. So you can't limit yourself, but you need to break it down. Who are my ideal target markets? Who is holding my money? Thirdly, outside the platform, if you've identified the platform, you already know where you want to play the game, so that you're not all over the place and you're not confused and you're not tired and you're not discouraged. That, are you sure this thing is working? Are you sure this thing is not a scam? The next thing you need to do is the profile. That's the third P, the profile. Now, this is like your building. You guys are familiar with real estate. If you're looking for a house and agents are taking you all across the world, all across the street or anywhere, they will take you to some places and you'll be wondering, oh God, can you live here? You yourself, you brought me to this house, how much? Especially if you live in Lagos and you, especially Lekki, they will take you to some houses you almost want to cry. That the toilet like this will be so small that you look at the kitchen, you'll be wondering, can people actually cook here? So things happen, and that's like their profile. But guess what? They're still moving all around. It's the same thing. Your profile online is your building. So how is your building? What is your structure looking like? Your CV is no longer the paper we carry all around, that we send in PDF. No, your CV is your online footprint. When I search for your name, what do I see? If I put your name on Google right now, what do I see? So your profile is, whether it's LinkedIn or whether it's Instagram, or I know you want to catch cruise, but if you also want to make money, you have to be intentional about the cruise. I know you don't want to, it's not that deep. I don't want to be so serious with this. I don't want to create so much. You have to find one of the platforms to be serious with your life. If it is Upwork, you have to create a compelling profile. And all of these things, there are templates online that you can find. There are templates that you can help you to craft it. You can even use ChatGPT to craft a compelling profile, like a cover letter or a profile, a bio. So showcase your expertise when you're creating your profile. Use testimonials and experience. Talk about what you've done. Talk about what you can do. It's not just about writing, I do so that you've done. Where have you done it before? Who have you done it for? And that leads me to the next P. The fourth P is portfolio. The fourth P, that sounds like a tongue twister. The fourth P is portfolio. Yes, portfolio is the samples of the things that you've done before. So if you've written content before, where are they? Where can I find them? If you can create a website, where can I find them? Now, if you're thinking, where do I start from with all of these things? You can begin to create those things for yourself using little artificial intelligence tools that are almost free to use, easy to learn. Now, if you want to create a website, I'm not saying you should not learn web design. No. You can learn web design, learn web development, but also know that there are free tools online that you can use to create a simple website for yourself, to host your portfolio, to host your CV, to host the work that you're doing. A tool like Wix.com. You can use Wix to create a profile and to create a website. You can use Gamma.ai. Gamma. I have a presentation. I wish we were presenting it. That presentation, I created it on Gamma. I didn't have to do anything. I just put the prompt. This is what I want. And then the tool. So gone are the days that we sit down with PowerPoint and we're designing manually. Okay, this is the way, is this one? No, there are tools that can do that for you. Put the content and watch the tool do the magic. The same thing with websites. If those are the only three things you can do, use Wix template to create websites for people, businesses. There are people around you that need that. You just don't know. And that's for portfolio. Begin to create those things for yourself. Start with yourself, and then you save them somewhere. So that when people ask, where have you done it before? You show them, this is my portfolio. You can host it on a Google Drive. Share the link to them. It's like when people ask me today, they need my headshot, maybe as a speaking, in a speaking engagement as a speaker. So they need my profile, they need my headshot, they need many things. I just share a link with them most times because it's already in a folder All my pictures are in the folder. Choose the one you want. I have different types of profile. Choose the one you want. The short bio, the long bio, the professional bio, my profile as a CEO. Pick. It makes life easy. Very quickly, we move on to the next thing, which is your proposal. How you get the job is through proposals. You get all these jobs through proposal, and you just have to understand that this job will not come and meet you where you are seated. You have to be the one to go out to get it. So what proposal does for you is you're able to express yourself. And it could be in form of a DM. I remember in 2020, now I have a program called Outnovate. I do it every Friday. I host thought leaders, experts, coaches, top guys in the personal development space and in the motivational speaking space today. I also host people in the career space. But guess what I did about 3-4 years ago? All of them, I was unknown. Nobody knows me. I was doing great. I was talented, but I was not known. And that's why we have a lot of people on this call right now. You are talented in something. You are good at something, but you are not known. Nobody knows what you're doing. And I sent a DM to all of them. I remember I sent a DM to Sir Jimmy Tewe. I sent to Steve Harris. I sent to a lot of them that this is what I do. I support coaches online. I support consultants with administrative work, assisting them and all of that. A lot of people did not respond. Maybe few responded. Maybe 10% responded. And it's not, do you understand? But what I did that year, I was unmuting my mic. So now when I reach out to them, and I've done a lot with a lot of them now, not even on that level again, not that I'm assisting you again, no. Some of them, I've had the privilege of even speaking on the same stage with them. So I've grown from that level of, I want to work with you to assist you, to even having to have bigger projects and better projects with them. But that thing has set the pace for me. And that's you reaching out. So even a DM, a proper DM, is a proposal. How do you think people get people to come and speak on their program? And you're like, how did you get this big person? How did you pay more? Reach out. So unmute your mic. I call it unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. That's what you have to do. You can't be good and you are hidden. So unmute your mic today. And then the sixth P, is the pricing. And this is money. People like to talk about money. So I'm also interested in the money. Very critical, right? For money or for the pricing, how do you price yourself? You have to be honest with yourself. What is your skill level in that thing you want to do? Or that thing you want to learn, that skill you want to learn? You can't make 6 figures just in one day. I told you how I started. In fact, when I started freelancing, the first 6 months, nothing. I was just gallivanting, trying, and nothing worked until I hacked the code that, okay, maybe it's my proposal, maybe it's my profile. And I began to tweak all those things, right? And so that's when I started increasing my fee from $10 to $15, sometimes back to $10 to $20 to $25. And that's how it moves. You start growing. So you're not going to make these 6 figures in one night based on all these things that we're saying. No, it's going to be gradual, but you will get there. So you need to price yourself based on your level. Entry level, mid-level, expert level. Be very sincere. Research the market, research the rate. This thing that I'm doing, how much do they normally charge? How are they doing it? Put it together and get the figure that you need to work on. And then, of course, there is also the promotion. Like I said earlier, people need to know what to do. You can't be talented and you are hidden. And I like to give the example of Nigeria, Dubai, and the Republic of Congo. There are a lot of resources in that country today, but there is a war in that country. I was told based on research, because my master's in diplomacy and strategy, one of the research that I did, that was part of my thesis, I had to research Congo very well. I was just very interested in what is going on in the international space. And I realized that the type of resources that country have, it can feed the whole world. It can feed the whole of Africa, but they've not even exploited it. War is even going on there daily. Just last week, I saw that, the genocide is still happening. They're still killing. And we're busy shouting about Israel and Palestine. Meanwhile, our neighbors here, killing themselves every day. But the resources in that land is enough, if it can be exploited, is enough to feed the whole of the world, to feed the whole of Africa. And the movie we watched that time, Wakanda. Actually, there's a lot of similarities between Wakanda and the Republic of Congo. If you do your research now, you will find some articles that even said they wrote that movie based on, there's a lot, it's too similar. Maybe they wrote that movie based on this country. And that is how a lot of Africans are, a lot of Nigerians are, a lot of the people on this call are. You are good, but we don't know. You are good, but you are hidden. You are good, but you're not exploiting your talent. You can do many things, but you're not doing anything about it. And from this call, that you have to change. You have to change. You have to unmute your mic. Now I'm going to end with this because of time. First specialize, optimize your profile, build a strong portfolio, communicate and unmute your mic and all of that. But I'm going to do an assessment so that I can take questions because I have to be out of here by 7:55. 5 questions I'm going to ask you, and I want you to do an assessment by yourself. Do it for yourself. I call it the 5 Ws, the 5 types of professionals or 5 types of freelancer or anybody that wants to build something or do something great. The first one, I call them the waiters. These are the people who wait for things to happen. They wait for opportunities to come. All these English we're speaking here today is they are just watching. They are waiting for one magic to happen. They are waiting for somebody to tell them. In fact, these days, people are waiting for confirmation on Instagram. If you're a Christian here, you will know what I mean by confirmation. So they are waiting for something to confirm what they've been thinking about on Instagram. The truth is, algorithm will give you what you are looking for. Because there's a way the algorithm of social media works. What you search for more is what you begin to see. Have you experienced it before? You search for something, maybe a co-working space, or you search for a particular type of brand. And then everywhere you go, you started seeing that thing. You open Facebook, you see it there. You go to Google, it's there. And you're wondering what's going on. Why don't you think it's God that is speaking to you to buy those things in those periods? It's algorithm. That's how they make their money. They're chasing you, crawling the internet, everything you search for, and keep presenting it to you. So if you are waiting to make a move because of what will pop up, you are a waiter. Number 2, I call them the whalers. And I want you to think about this so that you can give me the answer in the comment section, which of them you fall into, or the combination that you fall into. I call them the watchers. They watch things happen. Or you see all this wave of artificial intelligence, like, oh, I'm a nurse, so we don't need all those things. Artificial intelligence cannot take our job. How now? Is it going to come and administer drugs? If you don't know, there are robots already doing that. There are robots already administering. People are already doing telemedicine, virtual consultations. The world has moved on. And so it is not artificial intelligence that will take your job. It is not necessarily AI that will take your job. It's the people who are using AI that will take your job. So you can't watch. You have to be a part of it, right? The third category of people are whalers. I call them the whalers, wailing, complaining. They are here, they are complaining. Their own is, there's no job in this country. This is our school. They did not even approve this program. This one, always wailing. The problem is wailing does not solve anything. If anything, it depletes your energy. What are you going to do about it? What is the way forward? Let's chart the course. Let's move. And then the fourth category of people are wanderers. Wander, when you wander around, WANDER, not WON. Wander around. Today you are here, tomorrow you are there. Today is clothes you want to sell. Tomorrow it is fashion you want to do. Another day you want to start selling, shoes online. You have to pick a path. You have to choose. You have to be stable. You have to be consistent. You have to be intentional. To live a life of impact, influence, and income, you can't be all over the place. If not, you'll be dissipating energy. So you have to decide to say, where is the path that I want to make an impact? Where is the area of influence that I really want to build influence in? Where influence is even a reward. Influence is a reward for impact. If you don't impact people, you can't influence them. The people I can influence today are people are probably impacted in one way or the other. If you don't impact people, no influence for you. And then guess what? Income also comes through impact. Yoruba will say, oh, le Jenny bitoti. So like you can't eat where you did not sow. So it's a journey, it's a chain. You impact, influence is your reward, and then income comes. And income is not just money, social capital, human capital. That people can show up for you. There's some of you here on the call, you want to do a program, you want to do something. They won't call, they won't answer you because you don't go for others. You don't show up for others. That has to stop. And then, lastly, the last W, I call them, the wise ones, the wise warriors. It doesn't mean they are perfect. It doesn't mean they have it all figured together. But they know that every day by day, they are building the block. They are building the bulk of intentionality. They are building their impact life. They are getting the bag and learning all they need to learn, building capacity, gaining clarity, joining communities. Collaboration is the new competition. They are being a part of community that is thriving. They are contributing, volunteering, growing, networking. And that is the life that I believe everyone on the call should begin to live. So because of time, so that I don't bore you guys, I would like to yield the mic here and probably take specific questions that are really related to, all the things that we said or even outside. So I'm going to yield the mic. Thank you so much, guys, for listening and for watching. Over to the host. Can you guys hear me? Okay, do you guys have any question? You can begin to drop them. Let me read the question while we wait for the host. While we wait for Toby or Esther. Does anybody have a question? You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If you have a question, please drop it. Okay, please, can you? Oh my God. Oh, okay. How do I do that? I'm using a mobile. Let me find you. Awesome. Awesome. You're back.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for all that you shared. It was a hit from start to finish. I mean, I cannot wait to personally implement all the things that you have shared with us tonight. And I am sure that this applies to many other persons that are also on the call. So, yes, this is the time for questions, like Olukunle has rightly said. Like she has rightly said, this is the time for questions. So, if you have any questions at all about freelancing or how to identify your niche or how to put your skills to use, please, this is the time to ask.
So there's a question already. I saw one.
Okay.
So let me take that very quickly. Somebody says, let me see our question again. Ijoma says, can a data analytics or data analytics, maybe a data analyst, do freelancing? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. These are some of the people that are even making a lot of money through freelancing. So because I recruit for international organizations, I remember early this year, all the skills among all the roles that I was recruiting for, data analysts were the most common. And I kept looking for them. I said, what's going on? What's so special about you guys? We'll be looking for them everywhere. And these are freelancing gigs that they make about $3,200 per month from. That's 3.2 million. So you can, as a data analyst, yes. At some point, and I mean, this is something I tell people all the time, and I'm glad there is a lady that asked that question. I never, when we put out application, I mean, for people to apply, I didn't see any female that apply for data analyst. I usually don't see females, and I'm like, why? You can make money. What's going on, guys? So you can, yes, you can, please. I just hope I answered your question.
Thank you so much for that response.
You're welcome. Do we have any other question? Thank you, guys. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Before we say our official thank yous and goodbye for now to our wonderful speaker. See, this is your one-time opportunity to ask as many questions as you can. Because after now, either you have to sign up for a class, another class of which you do not exactly know when, or purchase a course. All right, there's a question, ma'am, on how to go about freelancing to deliver health talks.
Awesome. So that's a very good one as well. And that means that you've already niched down. Because if you just say how to go about freelancing, talking or delivering talks, then the first assignment is what type of talks? So the question I will ask you is, what platforms first do you think you can deliver these health talks? Who are your target audience? Is it general people? Is there a niche in health that you want to focus on? Is it for women? And even for women, are you talking about, the female parts, the body parts? Is it men? Is it children? Is it everybody? If it is everybody, you can look at the platforms that work for you. That, okay, let me start with a podcast, or let me start with a YouTube channel, or let me even start using my page to be dropping the nuggets one after the other. Right? You can start from there, start from where you are. If you start looking for podcasts, you might think maybe that's a lot for you. But if it's something you can start, create a podcast, give it a name, find a name, design a simple flyer, go to canva.com, create an account, draft, because you have to be taken serious, and you can't be taken serious if you don't show up serious. So do a small flyer or do a small description, show up every time, pick a consistent day, maybe once a week, do your research, right? And you have to ensure that you're also speaking to the right audience. So, and that's why you have to find the platform that works for you. So pick a niche, Find the platform that works for you. Once you find the platform, begin to define a consistent time and begin to unmute your mic. Perfection does not exist. You will find the perfection on the way. And one of the things that hold us back is we ask ourselves, are we qualified to do these things? Do I have enough skills? But the problem is nobody is really qualified to do anything. We are all on the journey of perfection. And one of the privileges of adulthood is the audacity to believe in yourself. So if you don't have the audacity to believe in yourself, nobody will. So start from there. That's what I think. Okay. I can take one more question before.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So this will be our final question for the night.
Awesome. I'm a student nurse who can use Microsoft Office effectively. How can I specifically put this into use? Through freelancing, ma. Thank you. Awesome. So I think this is a good skill that you have. A lot of companies or a lot of CEOs or a lot of business owners don't know how to use all this. But the first thing is Microsoft Office. What can it do for a business? What does it do for a business? All of the Microsoft Office tools or the Google Suite, what do they do for a business? I was telling somebody recently about the Google Suite. I said, this Google Suite, if you can master Google alone, you are in money, because under the Google Suite, that's where you have the form. Some people don't know how to create as simple as a form is. They don't know how to create it. Is a module in one of my programs, having to teach people Google Suite, how to use the Google form, how to create a folder. So there are businesses who don't have structures and systems. Maybe there's somebody on your WhatsApp, in your circle, who is running a business. They don't even have an inventory. Email management, because you can use Microsoft or the Microsoft Office Suite, you can handle their emails to say, you know what, inbox management, calendar management. Instead of you having to, okay, how do I coordinate? Or when do I have a meetings? You can create a calendar and help them manage the calendar. Those are the things you need to look at. Break it down. What are the tools in the suite? The Microsoft Office suite. Break it down. Pick it out. Okay, Microsoft Word. Do people really need Microsoft Word as a service? Okay, let me take it out. Calendar, Outlook. Do people really need it? Do I need to learn more? And don't deceive yourself. If you think what you have is not enough, build capacity. Learn more. Add more skills. Google University, YouTube universities. These are free universities, that you can leverage on. And as a project manager, it's the same thing. Go and register on Upwork. Go and register on all these platforms. Create an account. Freelance, project management. There are so many companies who need project managers. Register. Go ahead. Take a step. It's the same thing. Do your research. Write a profile. Begin to propose to companies. Do internships. Volunteer so that you can have portfolio and experience that I've done this thing before. I'm not a fake. I've done it. So try somewhere. If you don't mind, do free job first, at least, so that I can have experience. So that's what I think. That's what I think. I will yield my mic here, guys. So I don't know, Esther, I think your own network is keeping. Is it mine? Because it's frozen from your side. Okay. I don't know if it's mine that is frozen, but 8 Ps. Yeah, it's 8 Ps. Esther, I think your internet was frozen. Are you back?
Yes, ma'am. I'm back now.
Okay.
The network tripped up.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your amazing responses. I mean, I literally feel like the responses to the questions were another masterclass entirely. So thank you so
Absolutely.
much for that. And one thing that particularly stood out for me was the audacity to keep showing up for ourselves. And I think this is one thing every young person on this call or every young professional should really master, the audacity to keep showing up for ourselves. I don't know how many persons are familiar with this movie, Akila and the Bee. It says, many times we ask ourselves, who am I to be smart, beautiful, and intelligent? But the real question is, who are you not to be? Who are you not to be? All of these things and more. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. Thank you for sharing with us from your well of wisdom and experience. It's such a nice time having you here tonight. And we do hope that we can always reach out to you. Please follow her on her social media platforms. She runs the University of Freelancing, Outnovate. Just do well to keep up with her, and you can also follow her on the social media platforms and ask as many questions as you still want to, and we are sure that she'll be willing to answer your questions. So yes, very quickly before we move to the next session, I just want you to drop your highlights from this session, and please let us appreciate her in the chat box. I can see that many persons have been doing that already. Thank you so much for your time. So, what was your highlight from the class? Very quickly, what was your highlight from the first session on freelancing, moving from 0 to 6 figures, doing what you love in your career? So, what was your highlight? What was your highlight from that? Very quickly, I'll be looking forward to those that will be responding. Like I said earlier on, we have amazing prizes to be won for our most interactive participants. And I must say that almost everyone on the call tonight have been very interactive and responsive to the prompts, questions, and things that have been raised so far. Thank you so much for your audience, everyone. Okay, I just want to take a comment. Hello, I don't know if I can be heard. Can you hear me? My mic is not mute. Can anyone hear me? Okay, unmute your mic. Yeah, thank you for that. Yes, we must. Now I get the gist. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. Unmute your mic, speak up, show up, have the audacity to show up. Yes, you cannot be taken seriously if you do not show up serious. Exactly. You cannot be taken seriously if you do not show up serious. Yeah, thank you so much. Now we are moving fast to the next session. And this one I'm particularly excited about. And why? Because this is another opportunity to put your skills to use and to showcase it to the world, to show that you are serious, to show that you have the right skills, to show that you are what it takes to create change in the society. And in the previous session, there was one major point I stood up from. He said the world of work is changing and we must learn to leverage tools. So now this next session is with an aim to teach us how to leverage tools for impact. And I am so glad to invite a phenomenal woman, a global force in leadership, business, mentorship, nursing, and mentorship. I'm glad to welcome the global Sarakumi to take us on a journey on how to maximize LinkedIn for local and global opportunities. So please take back, be relaxed, get your notepads and pens because this is a session that will change your outlook to technology, change your outlook to LinkedIn particularly because there are a lot of stereotypes about LinkedIn and this will unravel the many opportunities, many mysteries, and bring you to a world of insights on how to maximize LinkedIn for local and global opportunities. Please stay tuned and let us listen to a citation. Mia, thank you.
Wishes herself as a leading hospital, pioneering in patient care with her specialized expertise in minimally invasive procedures. She commands a significant online presence as a technical writer and poet, leveraging her creative talents to shape narratives and strategies that resonate with a professional audience across LinkedIn. Accredited by SNEMIS for her proficiency in endoscopy and minimally invasive surgery, Sarah represents the pinnacle of nursing specialization in Nigeria. Sarah's zeal for knowledge sharing and leadership is evident in her dedication to public speaking and mentoring, fostering a culture of excellence and continuous learning among young professionals. LinkedIn nurses, she's redefining healthcare engagement by cultivating a thriving community of nurses equipped to lead transformative care. With a substantial LinkedIn following of close to 50,000, Sarah's status as a Forbes BLK member underlines her role as an influential figure in shaping the future of professional networking and accessing opportunities through this networks.
Hi guys, good evening. Am I
In
audible? Please
Nigeria.
help check that I'm audible.
Sarah's
Hello, good evening everyone. Esther, Toby, can anyone hear me? I'm just checking that I'm very audible. Okay, thank you so much, Akivat. Thank you, everyone. Toby, that was an amazing video, an amazing introduction. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you to the organizers. Thank you to Side Class for putting this amazing masterclass together. And I just want to say that I'm super excited to be here. I've been smiling to myself, even when Mr. Mitope Olukunle was speaking. I was like, just have to show everybody. So these are my notes, right? I've been taking down notes. So if you are on this class and you don't have a pen, you don't have a Bible, you're not ready for what's coming to you. Seriously. So please, as I start my session, I always listen to what I say so I can learn from myself, learn from other speakers. So ensure that you're taking down notes as we progress. So I'll be speaking on maximizing LinkedIn for global and local opportunities. And I think that's super important in this day, age, and era for us because, like Mr. Ntope said, the nature of work is changing and we have to change, we have to evolve with it. And in one of my previous speaking engagements, I think in the last Obama Show nursing conferences, I remember saying that the future has already arrived. It's just that it's not evenly distributed yet. And you give yourself leverage, you give yourself an edge, you give yourself an advantage when you become ready for what has not yet been distributed to you. You reach out for it. And one of the ways that you can reach out for opportunities is by maximizing your presence and your profile on LinkedIn. I'll give a background story into how I came into LinkedIn. I wasn't always this social media inclined, so to say. I think throughout my nursing school, I was only on WhatsApp, maybe Facebook. I think Facebook. But that was when I opened the LinkedIn account because I think I saw some posts and I was like, okay, this platform looks like, but it didn't look like there was going to be any space for me. It didn't look like nurses had a voice. It didn't look like even healthcare professionals had a voice on LinkedIn then. That was my perspective. So I just thought, it's a waste of time. And then I had so many engagements while in school. So I practically shut out every form of social media engagement while I was in school. So when I came out of school and I came out with all this knowledge and all this skill and all this fire, I'm like, okay, so everything is just going to die down so that I can check vital signs, so that I can administer injections and just be by the bedside. And I'm like, no, I can't survive this way. I can't go on like this. So I was looking for an opportunity, a platform really for me to be able to really express the kind of person I was on the inside. And I created an account on Instagram and it did not really work for me. It was just pictures, and there wasn't really much room for expression of content. And I'm a writer by nature. I started writing ever since I was a child. I always kept a diary. If my mom slapped me or my mom beat me or I did something wrong or I achieved something or I came first position, I would go there and I'll write the experience down. That was where I saw that I had the capability to really express myself in a way that people would want to hear what I had to say. So Instagram wasn't working for me. Facebook, I just thought was too populated and it was just people posting happy birthday and things like that. And I just thought, okay, Facebook doesn't work for me. I tried remember Twitter was out of it completely because I didn't even know how the platform even worked. I do now, but I didn't know then. So when I started working and I went for my period of school, I met a friend and he was very active on LinkedIn. And he just thought, oh, the way you speak, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, express yourself, and with what you've told me that you're passionate about doing, but having started, I think LinkedIn, the streets of LinkedIn would love to hear your voice. And I just thought, okay, let me try this out. So I went back to recover my account on LinkedIn and then I just started writing. And I remember the first post I made, about 500 or 600 people saw it. Because one thing about LinkedIn is that you have a very organic audience. It's not like Instagram, whereby if you have just 10 followers, probably just 10 of those people, maybe 15, will see your post. On LinkedIn, if you have zero connections and you post something that has value, that really carries weight, you can have 50 likes, 100 likes, 200, 500 likes. It's very organic. And I just thought, so if 600 people could see what I considered not even up to standard by that time, if I really up my game, it means I have a shot here. You understand? So I kept on posting, and at first it wasn't very encouraging, I must confess, and I wanted to back out. But then I had already connected with a few people that I saw were consistent, people that by very fair judgment, I didn't even think what they wrote was as good as mine. But they were consistent, they were showing up every day, some 2 times a week, some 3 times a week. And you can be sure that if you enter LinkedIn, you will see a post from this person. These people now have also grown like I've grown, right? But because I connected with very consistent people, I was able to be encouraged whenever things weren't going as smooth as possible. So, what is LinkedIn for people who have been hearing about LinkedIn, but they don't really know what's about? They are not on the platform. They just feel like everybody is just going to shout and spread fake news on LinkedIn. What is LinkedIn? LinkedIn is the world's largest professional network on the internet, right? And it's the best platform in modern day that is used for to secure jobs or internships opportunities and even for business sales. So before, LinkedIn was kind of looked at as only for just professional growth, if you are maybe in some kind of space just to up your profile. But now people are making serious money. People are building a track record of serious clientele on LinkedIn. People are getting customers on LinkedIn because of how they pitch their business, how they make sales, and how they create ads and things like that. So it's not just for professionals, it's also for business, for jobs, for internships, basically for securing any kind of opportunity, either local or global. Now, it is excellent for building a professional profile and a track record. I remember Miss Tim Topper talking about a portfolio. LinkedIn is one of the cheapest places. You don't need to pay any money. You don't just it helps you to build like a very flexible ECV. Yes, that's the word. It helps you to build something like an ECV whereby a recruiter, people that are looking to hire, or people that maybe you've applied for a scholarship or an application, and they just want to check you out and see what kind of person, what kind of professional is this person that's applying for this fellowship or for this opportunity. Let's just see the kind of things she talks about or he talks about. They can go to LinkedIn to check you out. The first thought of a recruiter, an employer, or a serious minded person is not to go and look for a profile on Instagram or what kind of videos you post on TikTok. Sorry to say, those platforms have carried their own kind of opportunity in their own way, right? But for LinkedIn, it's really for serious-minded people to see what kind of professional you are. Do you have a track record of doing the things you say you will do when you get this job, right? So, for instance, somebody wants to hire me, and he wants to hire me into, let's say, an administrative role as a nurse, whereby I'll be overseeing a department. I'll be overseeing maybe 10 to 15 nurses. They want to see if I have any experience as a team lead. They want to see if I've spearheaded any projects before, if I have any positive contributions to management, to teamwork, to collaboration. And these are things that I've written articles about, I've written posts about, I've shared pictures about on my LinkedIn profile, right? So if they go there, they see that, actually, this person has experience. You see people's comments, people have shared it, and it tracks. It tracks. If they call my organization to say, oh, does this person have a track record of doing this? We saw that she posted this on it. And they're like, yes, actually, she contributed positively to this project, to that project. So it creates a place of confirmation for employers, for recruiters to say, this person is actually going to do what they said. So it's a perfect online space to connect and communicate with authentic personalities, to build professional relationships. And it has a sister application called LinkedIn Learning, right? That is used to learn soft skills, hard skills, take courses, obtain certifications and licenses as well. I have a list of licenses and certifications that I've got from LinkedIn learning courses, right? So that's basically what LinkedIn is. So I'm just going to be giving you some highlights about what LinkedIn is going forward. LinkedIn has about 900 million users globally as of 2023. Last year, they had about 720. Now, this year, they've moved to 900 million users globally. Now, it will shock you to know that three new members sign up on LinkedIn every second, not every minute, oh, not every hour. Three new members. So if you're not yet on LinkedIn, you're not yet maximizing your presence there, and let's say you are on LinkedIn, right? And you're just there, your profile is just there. Even if an opportunity comes, you see a job alert and you apply, and they want to verify your application, your picture is not there, your title is not there, you don't have an about section, there's no career summary, you don't have previous experience or education where you are currently schooling, the schools you've gone to. But three members are signing up every second. So if people are coming to fill up the space that you are just occupying. So please don't be a waiter, don't be a wailer. I'm taking excerpts from the first session now. You can see that I was taking notes. Don't be a wanderer and don't be a watcher. Be a wise warrior. Be a very wise warrior. Let's continue. Now, it is forecasted that by 2025, LinkedIn is going to have 1 billion users. 1 billion users. If that does not tell you anything, it should tell you one thing. There is space for you on LinkedIn. Because I've gotten into conversations with so many people, and some of the issues that some people raise is that, oh, no, school me, there are already so many nurses there, there are already so many people. What am I going to say that's going to make a difference? When I joined, I felt the same way, right? But I have been able to, by the grace of God and by consistency research and constant capacity building, create a unique voice for myself, which is some of the things I'm going to talk about as we proceed. Now, 90 job applications are submitted on LinkedIn every minute. 90. And that number is going to go up very soon. 50 million people use LinkedIn to look for jobs every week. 50 million, not 50,000. No. Excuse me. 50 million people use LinkedIn to look for jobs every week. Now, on an average, 8 people are hired on LinkedIn every minute. In 60 seconds, 8 people get jobs, are hired. Not that they have interview, they actually secure employment opportunities on LinkedIn every minute. And you can be one of them. I've been one of them before. I'll never cease to share my story about how I got the connect and the link to join the institution I'm working for now, Evercare, via LinkedIn. And I've had several opportunities because of the kind of connections I have on LinkedIn to get interviews and just, we just weigh my options via LinkedIn. So 8 people are hired on LinkedIn each minute. Now, 57% of LinkedIn's traffic is generated through smartphones. And I want to encourage you, the mobile version of LinkedIn on your mobile phone is a bit limited, just a bit. It can be as effective, but it's a bit limited. So I would encourage you, if you can explore using LinkedIn on a desktop where you have opportunities to post articles, to run to access some job sites and things like that. So um yeah, now okay, there are a number of things, but I think I'll just go back to them in the course of my presentation. Now, what 5 things, um how should I put this? If you are looking to network as a professional, if you are looking to secure job opportunities, if you are looking to start your personal branding process, right? You want to brand yourself, you want to become a brand on your own, right? You want to build a professional brand, any kind of branding process. You want to increase your sales, maybe you're in business, you are an entrepreneur, you want to up your skills on business development, and you want to just build a track record, then LinkedIn is the perfect opportunity for you. So these are the 5 things. You fall into any of these categories: networking, employability, that's job search, personal or professional branding. You want to build a track record, and you want to increase sales as a business person. You want to get more information about business development. You want to grow your clientele. Then LinkedIn is the perfect platform for you. Now, one of the things that determine how well you perform on LinkedIn, how well you grow on LinkedIn, and the kind of impact you make really on LinkedIn is understanding how the algorithm works, right? And I think Mr. Temtope mentioned something about like that too. Understanding the algorithm, each social media platform has a unique way that it works. It has a unique way that if you understand, you can leverage to grow your network, to grow your clientele, to grow your page. Right now, for LinkedIn, if you understand how the algorithm works, it's going to help you know if the application will actually work for you. Because I think this is a sad truth that some people will not want to hear. I see some kind of post, some kind of shares on LinkedIn, and I know that LinkedIn is not for this person. This person should be on TikTok. This person should be on Facebook. This person should learn how to leverage Instagram. LinkedIn is not for everybody. Everybody cannot be a writer. So if you know that you don't really have writing skills, you're not good at expression, but anything graphic content, video content, you can speak well, right? You make videos that are inspiring, they're encouraging, they're funny. They're not exactly the kind of post that you should post on LinkedIn. So I just wanted to chip that in there so that you don't feel pressured to say that this LinkedIn, by fire by force, is going to work. No, LinkedIn is not for everybody. It has space to accommodate everybody. Once in a while, you can come and showcase some of your stuff, but you just need to understand. If you understand how the algorithm works, which is something I don't think I can go into today, I just mention it in passing. But if you understand, you read about how the algorithm of LinkedIn works, you will know if LinkedIn is that platform that will work for you as a professional. Two, it's going to help you decide on what format of content you want to stick to. So there are people on LinkedIn who majorly the kind of content they post is video content because they discovered that actually they express themselves better when they talk about their business, they talk about leadership, they talk about nursing, they talk about being a team lead, they talk about things that they are passionate about. They are more expressive than than to sit down and to start structuring an article and a post. They're not like us. And there are some people that they stick to their written content, right? What people can read. So if you understand the algorithm of LinkedIn, you would know which one works for you, which kind of content you want to stick to while using the platform. And it also helps you understand the secret behind other people's success and on the platform, and it helps you to augment yours better, right? Let me just know that you are still with me. Yes, constant capacity building. Now, how can you scale on LinkedIn? How can you actually you have a profile, you've opened LinkedIn, but it's blank. There's nothing there. And I wish I could share my screen, really, but that's fine. I guess I'll just go through it one after the other. Now you have to take stock of your skills. What are you good at? What exactly are you good at? That you know inside of you that you are, no, they bring this to you in your sleep. You can clear this. Take stock of your skills. Know what you are good at. Know what works for you. Do not for any reason compare yourselves. Oh, this person is doing this. Okay, let me try now. This person, and you just keep trying what other people are already good at, and you don't try to furnish your skills in what you have. It seems like you're going to have a future in. So take stock of your skills, your talents, what exactly you are good at. And if you don't know, ask people that are close to you. Ask your friends. Ask Lagbaja, this thing I did for you the other time, was it good? Do you think that I can create a business out of it? People that have genuine interest in you, ask them. They will give you feedback on what they think you're actually good at. So define your passion. Define your passion. Now, I am not a coach. I'm not a coach. I'm a public speaker. And I am not sure that being a coach is something that I would be really good at or I would want to do. And it's not something I'm really passionate about. I would rather, just speak on events like this, talk to a large number of people. If you have any issues, you have more questions, you can reach out to me. But to say, oh, I'm a coach, what I'm this, no, it's not my passion. It's not what I'm passionate about, really. So define your passion. Don't carry another person's passion on your head and try to pursue the goals they are pursuing. When you define your passion, you are able to realistically set goals for yourself. You can create target plans that you can actually keep to and follow and be able to track your progress, right? So define your passion, have a vision. Have a goal. When you know that this is something I would want to pursue, this is something I really like, I want to create a career around this, I want to create opportunities around this, then you can have a vision. Okay, by this time, I will have been able to do this. By this time, I want to be able to say, I've done this and this and this. So when you have a vision, you have a goal, you can now create a target plan. It's something I do in my head for myself. Like in the next 3 months, I want to have gained 2,000 followers by doing this and this. In the next 3 months, I want to have reached out to at least 100 people and taught them about this, or spoken to, opened new conversations with strangers, people that I don't know. I just reach out to them. Oh, this is what I do. If you have any opportunities around that, kindly reach out to me. Things like that. Like what Mr. Mutoko said, unmute your mic, because nobody will do it for you. Sadly, everybody is struggling to get to really tone their voice and know that, oh, this is how I sound. So nobody will need their own trachea and their esophagus and larynx and voice box and come and meet your own. Thank God, most majority of us are nurses, so you understand the terminologies I'm bringing, right? Um, really, just um, create a plan, a target plan for yourself. When you do that, every time you meet that plan, celebrate a win. Now, this is one of the issues I think people have with LinkedIn. Oh, every day people are just celebrating that they got this, they entered this scholarship, they entered this fellowship, they got this opportunity. They lie. It cannot be true. It is true. It is very true. Because the more you talk about what you are passionate about, the more people that are looking for people to serve them in that area can locate you, can find you. So if you get an opportunity today, in the next 2 days, and another opportunity comes, no matter how small they are, an opportunity is an opportunity. Don't limit yourself. Don't have that mentality of until I hit it big. Yes, no. Going global is a process. It should be a very natural process. It's not something that you should force, right? So create a target plan for each quarter so that you can track your progress, so that you can say, oh, I said I would do this in 3 months. I've not reached out to 50, I've reached out to only one person. It will remind you, it will put a little bit of pressure and discipline on yourself to actually stick to the goals that you have created. Now connect with consistent people. I mentioned at the beginning of my session how being connected with people that were consistent helped me to be consistent. And whenever I kind of felt discouraged because I wasn't seeing the kind of growth I thought I would have, I would reach out to those people. Ah, this thing is tiring. How do you do it? And she's like, she's going to be here until, just like Job said in the Bible, all the days of my all my days I will wait until my change comes, right? So sometimes you have to be patient with these things. Connect with people that are consistent, are passionate. I mean, I'm on LinkedIn. You can connect with me, Sarah Kumi. Just search out my name. It will probably be the first name you see. Just connect with me, follow me, and then if you have any issues about being consistent, showing up daily, right? You can reach out to me. I'll be happy to have a conversation about that with you. Be proud of your growth. Be proud of your growth. I remember when I was at 5,000 followers, I think 4,000 or 5,000 followers, and I looked at other nurses that had 22, 15, and I'm like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Well, yeah, this thing is not for me, really. Oh. And I can't count how many times I've gotten discouraged, right? And that's life for you. But because I know where I'm going, because I know what I want to achieve, because I've seen the little impact that I have made with that little growth I had back then. People reaching out to me to say, oh, please keep doing what you're doing. I love how consistent you are. Me that I was thinking I'm not consistent. So people, nurses actually, majorly nurses reaching out to me to say, and even non-nurses to say, "Ah, I've not seen most nurses speak the way you do, write the way you do. Please keep it up. Those things I held on to them because if it wasn't influencing people, if I wasn't giving value, if I wasn't creating any form of impact, I would not get that kind of feedback. Mostly from people that I wasn't even connected to, people that weren't even following me. I just popped up casually on their timeline and they sent that kind of feedback. So it helped me to always sit back and say, no, I may still be small, I may still be young, but I will get there. I will keep being consistent. So be proud of your growth. Don't feel intimidated by anybody that has 60,000 followers, 100,000 followers. They started somewhere. They started from zero. They started from somewhere. So if you don't start, you can never get there. If you don't start, you can never get there. So my advice to you today is start now. If you have evaluated yourself, you've taken stock, you know what you're passionate about, you know you have a vision, you have a goal, you know where you want to get to, you have a picture of where your destination looks like. And you see that LinkedIn is that tool that's going to facilitate your growth and your journey to that place. Then please, I beg you to start today. Don't be a watcher. Don't be a waiter. Don't be part of the people that come to LinkedIn to say, see this and see this. I was sitting near someone in a bus. I was sitting there, two ladies in a bus. And they're just scrolling. And I eavesdropped, really, actually, from the side of my eye. I just saw that she'll enter LinkedIn, she'll enter Instagram, enter Facebook. And if she sees any post that's actually doing well, she's like, see this and see this and see this on LinkedIn. What's this I'm doing now? She said that she wants scholarship. She made the first 1 million there. It's a lie. And that's practically all she did for the entire journey. Enter this space, mock this person, mock this person, mock this person. And she mistakenly mentioned her name. I now went to Instagram because I saw that she liked Instagram. She was just liking posts on Instagram. And I checked. She had about 65 followers. There was no post, nothing completely. And I'm like, so you have not started anything, you've not gone anywhere. But people that are actually trying to create a unique voice, trying to build their audience, trying to start from somewhere, you go there and you criticize them. So don't be don't be a wailer. Yeah, don't shout, hey, whoa, you've not started anything. No, don't be that person. Encourage people. If you have not started, one of the things I did when I was very young on LinkedIn, I still very, very small. I'm still growing. I'm still growing by the grace of God. Is that when I see posts that have 5,000 likes, this person has blown my LinkedIn. I'll go there, read the post, and drop a meaningful comment. Meaningful. Support the post, like it, love it, and say, oh, I love what you're doing. I love how you write. And I'll go back and I'll see their pattern of writing. I actually study posts. I study, okay, this person posted like this, wrote like this. This one had more reach. This one did not have as much reach. This one blew. What's the difference? And I always drop meaningful content. I engage meaningfully on people's posts. So there's no way somebody sees that this Sarah is always commenting on my post. The day I post is human nature to want to reciprocate that love, that support that I've shown back on my own timeline. So that's one thing I noticed. People that I showed up for consistently on their profiles, on their pages, on their posts, began to just message me, oh, let's connect. And most of them, I have their contact now on my phone. We chat on WhatsApp, right? So it's a place where you can actually build meaningful professional relationships. Be part of your growth, keep showing up. Now, you have to create a unique voice. One thing I've noticed is that the audience is large. The communities on LinkedIn are large. They are numerous. They are very numerous. So I don't think you can exhaust how unique you can pattern yourself on LinkedIn. You need to look at, okay, if it's in nursing, somebody's already talking about mentorship, somebody's already talking about coaching, somebody's talking about leadership. Is anybody talking about how to stay calm during procedures? As a new, let's say you're a fresh graduate, how do you stay comported? How do you keep yourself composed when you're carrying out procedures for the first time, right? And let's say you have your own experience of how you were able to overcome being scared, fidgeting, and all of that. That's a unique voice that you can start developing. Are you a new RN? And congratulations to all the new registered nurses out there. Super congratulations. You are welcome to the profession. We are waiting for you. Come and join us. And I hope that you have an amazing time practicing nursing, right? So create a unique voice. Don't jump into a swimming pool that there are already 100 people there. You're not going to enjoy yourself. You're not going to have space to really wade your fingers and swim. Look for a place whereby there's minimal content, there's minimal engagement, and there's really minimal information about that, and start building content around that as well. Now, mine came from content on CVs and leadership in nursing. I just thought I was really passionate about leadership in nursing. I was passionate about, being presentable, being a very solid professional. And that started with how you presented yourself. I remember that I wrote my first CV myself, and the comment my employer gave was that I'll hire you, I'll hire you, but your CV is shit. Your CV is nothing to write home about. And I got the job, but I went home thinking, yeah, they actually told me that this CV is rubbish, is nonsense. And I started making research into how to write a standard CV, how not to, what information to put on your CV, what information not to put on your CV. And by the time I made significant growth in that aspect, I came to LinkedIn to share my experience, how I had helped people to edit their CVs and they got jobs, how I had helped people to create cover letters. Even when I didn't have a cover letter, I was writing cover letters for people, right? And I shared that experience and I got very positive feedback. Oh, Sarah, thank you. I used this information you shared and I landed this job on LinkedIn, right? And that gave me a unique voice, such that if you wanted anything concerning CVs, cover letters, personal statements, recommendation writing for healthcare professionals. Now, I didn't do it for everybody. I carved out a niche for healthcare, right, and employability skills on LinkedIn, and that gave me a very unique audience, a very unique voice. So you can do the same, right? Now, lastly, build a professional image. Now, I'm going to take you on a journey on how building a professional image starts. It starts with your profile, right? Your about section, most especially. Your about section, if you can, I don't know, I think it's okay, we're streaming on YouTube, so if you minimize, you're not going to be able to see this, but that's fine. Probably after this whole masterclass, you can go there to check. So your about section is equivalent to your career summary on your physical CV, right? I hope you got that. So your about section on LinkedIn is equivalent to your career summary on LinkedIn. And I think it's even better and more flexible because you have a lot more space. Because on your CV, it shouldn't be too long. Actually, it shouldn't exceed 4 to 5 lines. But on LinkedIn, you have an opportunity to actually tell your story in a very convincing way to say that I've done this, I can do this. If you hire me, I will do this, right? And one thing you should make use of whenever you are doing anything on LinkedIn, be it your headline, when you are writing your headline, your about section, when you are imputing your skills, is that you should take note of using keywords, keywords for your industry. So I understand that it's not just nurses down this call. So for any industry you find yourself, be it education, be it healthcare, be it tech, any industry, whenever you are optimizing your profile on LinkedIn, ensure that you search for keywords, especially keywords for your industry. So if you're in healthcare now, you make sure that you use things like documentation, things like professionalism, critical thinking, teams about collaboration, because that's what healthcare is about. And those are the kind of skills, soft skills, that your employers or recruiters will be looking out for in your profile, right? So your about section is something that you should work on. One of the first things that you should work on. Now, HR people and recruiters use LinkedIn for candidate searching. So, and there's a way that they limit their search such that if your about section is not optimized with keywords that they are looking for in their own company, your profile will not even pop up in their search. It won't pop up at all. So they do it by using keywords. That's very important. That's why you have to make sure that you use those keywords, those buzzwords when you're writing your about section. Two, upload a professional photograph, not a selfie. Not a selfie with you holding the camera like this and your head is tilted. Maybe there's even gutter at your back. So you understand, please upload a professional picture, not a selfie, not picture that you took. You now use editor to make it black and white. If it's not originally taken in black and white, don't edit it to black and white. Just leave it like that. You understand? And if you don't have money, you don't have the funds now to just put too much pressure on yourself to go to a studio to be snapping 50, 60K pictures. One of the first pictures I used on LinkedIn was I took with a friend's iPhone. I did not have an iPhone. I did not. I was using one, is it Infinix? Okay, Samsung. And the pictures were not clear. So I went to my friend, please go help my life. I need a professional picture on LinkedIn. And he took a picture of me and I used it. So please, this is not about how can I be begging somebody to take. No, get a friend who is passionate about what you are also passionate about. Get their phone and take a very standard picture you can use on LinkedIn. When funds come, you can now go to a studio to get probably a professional headshot. Now, always add a background photo. If you go to my LinkedIn profile, yes, I'm on it right now. There's my picture, the left hand corner. Then there is a background picture. That background picture is a statement picture. What it does is that it shows people more than your face. Your face is very beautiful. We love to see it, but it should be a picture that depicts exactly what you do. Now, mine is showing surgery ongoing because I'm an advanced therapeutic nurse specialist, right? So make sure that apart from adding your profile picture, you also add a background photo that tells people, that gives an additional knowledge and information to what you do as a professional. Now, fill in your details, your education, your work experience, your skills, certifications, licenses. I remember somebody reaching out to me last month and she said she's a nurse. She's working in Kenya and she would like to, join LinkedIn nurses. And so what I do when people reach out to me like that is that I check out their profile because there are still scams going on LinkedIn, right? So I checked to see, I didn't see where she went to school claiming to be a nurse. I didn't see any of her experience, whether she has worked there, she has worked here. And her picture looked a bit other. And I'm like, okay, if this is probably intermediate level professional, a nurse, she should have these details on her profile. And I had to reach out to her and say, sorry, oh, I'm not sure you can join a community because I can't validate your information. I can't validate your details. You're telling me you're a nurse, but there's nothing in your profile that says you are. You understand? There was no detail about her education, her work experience, any of her skills, certifications, licenses, nothing. So please, going forward, if you want to land global and local opportunities, no matter how big or small, please, your profile has to be fully optimized. Like I said, starting with your about section, your professional picture, your background photo, and then fill in your details on education, work experience, skills, certifications, and licenses. Another thing that I did, and I see that other people who take their profile on LinkedIn seriously is that I personalize my URL. So your URL is your LinkedIn the link to your LinkedIn page. So if some people share their LinkedIn access now, you just see www.linkedin.com/a-wfk something something something. You can personalize it to have your first and your last name at the back. So my LinkedIn profile, once you see that link, you see Sarah Kumi at the back. So you know this profile link is for this person. So if you are applying for jobs, for internships, for scholarships, for any opportunity, basically, it's always advisable that you have already personalized your URL link to have your first and last name. And that goes for your email as well. So all this email that you see, funky2 wjjj2014 at kinicon.com is not professional, please. And you have room to have more than one email. I have 4 emails. 4. And I know what I use each of them for. You understand? So please professionalize and personalize your URL as well as your email because that says a lot about you as well. Now, one thing that people don't do a lot on LinkedIn anymore is to send out connection requests actively. People just think that when you want to get maybe like Instagram, once you are there, you just start posting content. People will just follow you naturally. You just no, it's not like that. You have to send out connection requests. Look at this person's profile and don't send out meaningful meaningless connection requests. You see that this person posted 1 year ago, 12 months, 12. It's obvious that this person is not active. So if you have a lot of inactive followers, inactive connections, you have 13,000 connections, but 7,000 of them don't enter LinkedIn in like 6 months. just enter once in 6 months, of course your profile will not grow, your posts will not scale, and then people will not really see the work that you do. So before you send that connection request, I do this a lot. I advise that you check out the profile of this person. Oh, this person commented on this post 2 days ago. He posted yesterday. His other post was 3 days ago. Okay, he shared with this other person. That person is active. So you can connect with such a person. So when you are sending out connection requests, excuse me, ensure that you do it, you send it to people who are active on LinkedIn. I hope you got that. Moving forward, now there are some things that can be profile boosters, profile strength boosters, people say. One of the things that would help your profile on LinkedIn is that you highlight that you highlight your relevant skills and that you revise those skills very often. So let's say you're a nurse or you're in any industry particularly, and you have some skills that are very peculiar to the work that you do, highlight them. There's a space for that on LinkedIn. Highlight those skills. And if you see that this is something, maybe over the space of 3, 4 months, you're not actually good at this, it doesn't work for you, and you want to move to learning another skill, probably let's say coding or something, you can revise your skills. Don't just leave 30, 40 skills on a LinkedIn profile that you are not really good at or not really optimized. Excuse me. Another thing you can do to boost your profile strength is to ask for recommendations. Now, this is something I haven't leveraged as an individual, it's something I'm learning to do, but there are some companies that will not hire you if you don't have at least 5 recommendations about that work that you do, about that industry, about that space, about that position that you are vying for. So if let's say you're a project manager, that's the easiest I can think of right now. You're a project manager and you've worked with about 5, 6 companies and you've done a good job. And they've called you to say, oh, Sarah, the work you did was mind blowing. Thank you for working with us. We'd love to have you over. In fact, the way you handled this, and this for us was very professional. Thank you so much. That verbal feedback that you got, you can turn it into a recommendation. Like you can send them a recommendation request on LinkedIn to say, oh, I love that I was able to do this and this for you, and I love that you love it. Can you please give me a recommendation on LinkedIn to say how much you enjoyed working with me, right? So some companies will not hire you unless they see those recommendations from you and testimonials from other people that you work with. Take courses on LinkedIn Learning. One of the things that really helped me in my public speaking journey and as an individual, as a person, is that I can't count the amount of courses I took on LinkedIn Learning. Now, I never paid for LinkedIn Premium because that's you get courses on LinkedIn Learning if you're LinkedIn Premium. Most of their courses are from the premium users of LinkedIn. But because of how active I was on LinkedIn, because of how consistent I was on LinkedIn, because of my time, I'm going to jump a few things. LinkedIn offered me premium, I think 4 times. So I was a premium user on LinkedIn without paying for any of the premium offers on LinkedIn. They offered it to me because they saw the kind of impact I was making. They saw how consistent I was. They saw that I was making change. So you can get such opportunities like that to start taking courses on LinkedIn Learning once your premium offers from LinkedIn. Consistently share relevant content, engage meaningfully, turn on your creator mode, follow industry influencers. When you want to boost your profile and increase the rate at which you get some opportunities, you have to be following some set of people. Now, the way LinkedIn works is that if you are following, let's say, the CEO of LinkedIn, he has other followers that LinkedIn will suggest to you to follow. If you follow me, I have some premium followers, some key people in industry in healthcare that LinkedIn will suggest that you follow these people too because I follow them. You understand? So if you follow very relevant people to your industry, to your market, right? it will suggest other people that will help your profile to grow to follow them. That's how the algorithm works. Just like what Mr. Mtoko said, you will see more of what you search. You will definitely see more of what you search, either on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook. It's like they are hearing what you're even saying. If you talk about this, the following day you just see that you keep seeing more of what you wanted to see the other day on your timeline. So that's basically it. I have about 6 more slides, but our time is fast spent. I think I'm just going to round up with this. Okay. I've touched on all of that. DJ headline. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait for questions, and so we can maximize that. Probably the questions are going to touch on the slides I have left. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you gain value. So Toby, Esther, over to you.
Thank you so much, Noskumi Sarah. Just to confirm, if you can hear me.
I can.
Oh, okay. I think Esther is here. I was just going to stand in before she comes back. Esther, you're welcome. You can unmute your mic and have a mic now.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, sir. I hope you can hear me. Well done, ma'am. Thank you so much for the wonderful session so far. It's always a pleasure to listen to you and learn from you. I mean, for people that are familiar with SK, each time you listen to her, it's a whole new dimension. It's a whole new level of learning. I mean, it's almost like she's new every morning. So, yeah, thank you so much for sharing with us. And I'm personally really encouraged to start my LinkedIn journey all over again. So, yes, are there any questions? Are there any
Yeah,
questions?
I can see
Are
one
there any
question
questions? We'll
already
just be taking.
from Sunday Elizabeth.
Okay. There's a question about professional picture being on a CV.
Yes, so she said, good evening, ma. Thank you so much. Please, my question is on the professional picture you talked about. Do we need to add a picture on our CV? No, no, you do not. Gone are the days whereby you add if you are married, how many children you have, you add your age, you add that you're from this particular village in this state. No, no, you don't need that. An employer who is really interested in you does not need to see your face, does not need to know whether you have pimples on, whether you are fresh. All those information is very relevant. So please just add nationality, add your address, Lagos, Nigeria, Osun State, Nigeria. So if you're applying probably to somewhere that is very close to you, you can now add, oh, this street number, so they can know that you live close by, because sometimes proximity is a very important key factor for employers. They want to know if you can make it to work early enough, if there's emergencies and things like that. But you don't need to add your pictures on any of your CVs, but for whatsoever reason, there's no need. There's no need. Research and statistics have even shown that people who add their pictures to their CV are more likely to be subjected to some kind of subconscious bias. I hope you can hear me. People who add their pictures to their CV and some other irrelevant data, like if you are married and kids and things like that, they are more likely to experience some kind of unconscious bias from the recruiter's employers. Because sometimes, for no reason, you just see somebody's picture and the person is like, why this person face like this? Yeah, I cannot hire this and that. No. But you see that very strong face. And for because of that simple reason, because your picture is there, she will just keep your CV. And then she worry about why is this one looking like this? And she just move to it's better they don't even see you. If they really like your skills, they've seen your CV, they've seen your past experiences, and they know that this person's skill set, we need this person. When you come for interview, they will see your face. Don't have picture. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that beautiful response. Thank you for giving us answers that are based on research. Really, I was blown away by the stats that you shared about LinkedIn, and I think I would like to throw that as a trivia to people that have followed us up till now. Yeah, a round of applause for those that are still on the call and that have been actively following through. I think I will give a special shout out to Temitope Lamid Uluwashe. Thank you so much for your engagement so far. I initially said that I'll be taking just one question because of time, but I will advise you if you have any more questions, do well to follow Sarah Kumi on LinkedIn. That's the name Sarah Kumi. I don't think there's any other one. In fact, there's no counterfeit. It is one and only original Sarah Kumi on LinkedIn, the Global SK on Instagram. Please follow and ask all your questions. Join the communities that she's building, the communities that she has made available for nurses, for professionals. These are the ways that you can maximize the information that you have learned today, and these are the ways that you can further apply them in your career and in the places that you have decided to show your impact or to carry out your work. So thank you so much once again, ma'am. It's always a
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much, Esther. Thank you. I really enjoyed the session myself, and I can't wait to join tomorrow's part two session and hear the other speakers speak. Thank you so much. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. My name is Sarah Kumi, Kumi, and I look forward to having your questions. I know there are some questions in the chat box, but because of our time, we won't be able to take it. So please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn and I'll be able to answer your questions. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, thank you so much, Global SK. We are so grateful and delighted to have you, and I believe that everyone has had a very awesome session, very interactive, I hope enlightening, and as well inspiring as well. And I believe we are taking notes. And there is one thing I say when it comes to events like this. When you are in events like this, like we said during the introduction, you don't just come to listen. You don't just come sit down and keep watching what they are saying. You have to take notes because your brain can retain so little at a time, right? So I believe that we've been able to learn some very practical principles that we'll be able to apply to expand and position ourselves for opportunities on LinkedIn. Right. Thank you very much, Global SK, and we are so excited. So, have you? Thank you for coming for Career Acceleration Masterclass 2023, and we will be happy to host you one more time inside class. Thank you so much. And Esther, I'm going to bring you back on board. You're welcome, Esther.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, they say if life throws you lemons, you make lemonade. So yeah, uh, I'm still determined to keep up the brightest of smiles in this situation. So yes, very quickly, I want us to do something exciting, just to loosen up and to straighten our joints and get ready for another exciting learning experience. And before we do that, this program once again is brought to you by Side Class. And if you'd like to be a part of Side Class, the class of what is not taught in class, because the value that you must have gotten tonight, I do not think that they teach that in traditional schools. There is no traditional school that will bring this kind of value and insight to you on the platter that you have received it tonight. And so, if you like to be part of Side Class to get more access to insightful sessions like this, kindly click on the link scrolling on the screen bit.ly/side class, and you'll be on the path to learning every day and constantly building capacity for the things that you want to do. So now get ready for a wonderful time. There will be some words that will be projected to the screen now, and I'll be looking out for the persons that will have the right answer in the fastest time possible. So here's the trick. When you see a word, you just have to unscramble it. We have this string of letters that are scrambled. So when you see the word, just head on and unscramble it. And do this as fast as possible. There are prizes to be won, and trust me, you don't want to be left out. Okay, I called someone earlier on for participation. Timitope Lamid Oluwase. Please reach out to any of the admins on the group. Indicate that you have been the most active participant and reach out for your prize. Just tell that and you'll be duly attended to. I don't know if the media team have the words now. Okay, so that's the link to join side class. Okay, so this is our first word for the day. Let's see the fastest finger or fastest person to unscramble this word. I hope we can all see it. This is the game of wit and swiftness. So let's see how well and how fast we can get things done. Because another very important skill of anyone that wants to do well or fast track their career is insight and problem solving abilities. So this is one game to okay fastest Titi Lokwe emoji Sola. Oh wait, let me check the comments well to see if okay yeah she's the first person Titi Lokwe emoji Sola. Thank you everyone for your responses. Okay, we've gotten our first winner. All right, media, the second question, the second letter, second string of letters. It's the smart for this locker from me. Nice. Let's see. The next one. Let's see who will win this. I'm on the lookout for the fastest. Okay. Beatrice. Okay. Oh, that was close. Rakiva and Beatrice. Okay. The next string of letters. Beatrice, okay, Titi Lokwe Emoji Solar, please reach out to the admin on the group and claim your prizes. Let's see. Now this is a tricky one. Let's see if there's anyone that has that covered yet. Now it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. Who will bail this cat? I think this is the longest wait time we've had for any of the words. Who will bail this cat? Who will bail this cat? Tricky. We don't have a response yet. I think now I'm very much interested in who will win this one because it's taking a lot of time already. Or maybe should we move to another one? If someone said it looks like tongues, don't worry, it's not tongues. By the time you unscramble it, you see that it's very easy. I mean, in fact, don't let me give. Okay, let me give you a tip. This word is something that we have used all through the session. It is a skill that we have used all through the session. So that's a pro tip. It's a skill that we have used all through the session. No, it's not automatic. It's not automatic. Let's see. It's a skill we have used all through the session to pass information and to get you to where you are right now. So it's not tongues, it's a word, and you'll be shocked when you get the answer. It's not. Yeah, communication. Timo Best got it. It's communication. We've been communicating all along. So yeah, that is the answer. Timo Best. Okay, I think that's like a brand name, but you won one of the hardest words. So please just reach out for your prizes. Yeah, communication is a skill that we have employed all through the call, and it's how we've passed information. So one more word before I introduce the final speaker for tonight. Okay, one more word before we move. I'm waiting for our responses. It's not the Philippine, please. Okay, let's see. Who wrote the first? I think Mobet, you won a prize already. Okay, so let's give it to Sunday Elizabeth. Although Timobet came first, then Beatrice, okay. But then I mean, the more the merrier. So everyone is happy. Influence. Influence is the answer. So Sunday Elizabeth, please reach out for your prize. Sunday Elizabeth. And that's it for today's trivia. That's the end of today's trivia. Okay, we might have one more before the end of the call. But right now, get ready to be mesmerized in digital magic to unlock massive potential and productivity in your career moving on. And this session will be taken by the convener of Career Acceleration Masterclass himself. And this is no other than Oluwatobi Adeomi. And we'll be taking on the topic digital alchemy, unconventional digital tools for 10 times productivity and income. So, ladies and gentlemen, please with a warm round of applause, your favorite emoji, and a rush of welcome, sir, and thank you so much. Can you make welcome to the stage Oluwatobi Adeomi? Round of applause. Media, please can we take the speaker? Thank you.
Of healthcare and technology to revolutionize patient care across Africa. Leveraging about half a decade of healthcare experience, he has seamlessly transitioned into the digital health ecosystem, crafting innovative solutions for arising healthcare needs. Renowned for his digital prowess, Oluwatobi has significantly boosted the income and productivity of countless professionals through expert application of digital tools. Having worked with several health tech startups and organizations, his expertise in product design, management, and data science has propelled the development of cutting-edge health solutions and initiatives. As a sought-after speaker, he has spoken on various platforms, locally and internationally, advocating for a tech-driven overhaul of healthcare that promises a more efficient and accessible future for all. He is a recipient of a number of recognitions such as the National Florence Nightingale Trophy Speech Contest Winner Award, OAuthC Leadership Award, finalist in the African Healthcare Awards, Health Innovation category, among others. He is also a member of the prestigious International Society for Telemedicine and eHealth, Forbes BLK among others. At Innovate Health Africa, he leads a cross-functional team of professionals working towards the vision to craft a future where Africa's healthcare rises, powered by its own innovators, rooted in her rich heritage, and aligned with global aspirations, ensuring health for all, by Africans, for Africa.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whatever part of the world you are watching from. I'm so excited to be here. Well, I've been here from the beginning and I've been learning a lot. And this is another session to just, help us to achieve the aim of this event, right? This is an event that have been designed to help us unlock the ways we can live a life of impact, influence, and income. Thank you so much. And I'm so honored and glad to be here. Thanks to the Career Acceleration Masterclass team for bringing me here tonight. Okay, we've spent a lot of time on this platform already. I'm not going to waste much of our time again, and we're just going to go right into what we've got for us, what I've got for everyone this evening. I must say a very big thank you to the first two speakers, Temi Olukunle and Global SK Kumisera. Thank you so much. I've learned a lot from your sessions. And yes, all right. Okay, welcome, everyone. Let's get to business. Let's get into it. So this in this session, we are going to be learning two things, right? We are going to be learning two things, and the first thing, the our broad topic is digital alchemy. Digital alchemy, and as a subtopic, we have unconventional digital tools to 10 times your productivity and income, right? I'm not sure I'm going to be very consistent with my slides. Sometimes I'm going to display slides, sometimes I might not use it at all, but then I think we can just start with these, right? So in this session, we're going to be looking at unconventional tools to boost your productivity and income. Now, I want you to stay to the end of this session, because in this session, I'm going to be showing you, and if you are conversant with the way I teach, I don't just tell you what to do, I show you how to do it. And we are going to be doing that again this evening, right? I'm going to be showing you tools and how to use them, digital tools, and how to use them to boost your productivity, to make your work easier. And number two, I'm going to be showing you certain tools that you can literally use and print money. Somebody is saying, oh, how is that possible? You think it's only Central Bank of Nigeria that can print money? There are digital tools that can help you to print money literally. And I'm going to be showing you some of the, of course, I can't show you all. The time is too short, but then I'm going to be showing you some digital tools that you can literally, use and make money 6 figures and 7 figures. And I'm not kidding. So just follow me, right? Okay, where do we start from? Okay, let me just show my slide so that we can have an outline of what we are going to be doing tonight. So this is our outline. I'm going to just give you a very brief overview of digitalization, because of course we're talking about digitalization this evening, how the world have been transformed, how the way you work, the way you eat, the way you sleep, the way you access healthcare, the way you access the media, everything you literally do have been transformed by digitalization. So I'm just going to run us through an overview of what digitalization is. I'm going to also reconstruct our mindset on some certain myths and realities of the digital transformation happening. And of course, I'm going to just run us briefly through the categories and example of digital tools we have. I'm not going to be dwelling much on that. And of course, I'm going to show us one of the things I'm very passionate about sharing is how to navigate the digital landscape safely, right? I'm going to show us how to, tread safely in the digital world. And then lastly, which is the last part I'm going to be showing us, which is going to be a practical session in this session, is money printing strategies using digital tools. I know someone is excited about this particular session. Money printing, yeah, literally, yeah. So money printing, someone says there is time. Someone is already telling me to take all of my time. All right, no, let's go. Let's see how that goes. All right, so I'm going to be showing us in this session money printing strategies using digital tools, and it's going to be a practical session. I'm not going to come here and show you slides. I'm going to show you how to do everything from start to finish, right? So let's get right in. Now, the overview of digital evolution. You would agree with me that digitalization, it's something that is obvious to the blind and then very audible to the deaf, that digitalization is taking over. It has taken over. It is not taking over. It has taken over. And digitalization is now even going to the next level. Now we are not talking about digitalization again. The discussion of now is not even about just digitalization, because literally that is already in existence. And we are now going into the next level of digitalization, which is generative artificial intelligence. A form of digitalization or an advancement in digitalization where robots, machines are able to perform at the capacity of humans. Where robots, machines, digital tools are able to perform at the capacity of humans. There are machine learning models and algorithms today. There are different digital tools and platforms today that can think better than some humans think. that can write better content than human do. That can see, it's not only chat GPT, don't worry. I will begin to show you some things and you'll be like, oh, okay. Right now, there are intelligent systems that can make predictions. I was reading an article recently about a legal robot, a legal robot. This robot was able to argue a case that someone who has been a senior advocate could not win. This robot argued the case and won the case. Artificial intelligence. Right? There are, I believe we have a lot of nurses on the call right now. There are predictive, there's something that we call them predictive medicine, where artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithm make recommendations for healthcare practitioners. What a doctor or a nurse would not even be able to think about at first glance. Artificial intelligence and machine learning tools are now able, digital tools are now able to make recommendations and predictions that can, optimize patient care. So these are a lot of things is happening in the digital evolution, in the digital space, right? And it's not something good to be left behind. So I'm just going to run us through an overview. Right now, look at the picture in your on your screen. This is in the 1970s, where computers filled the entire room. Sorry, I don't know why my slide is showing like this. This is not what I designed, but maybe because of the platform you are using. Anyways, now, this is in the 1970s, where computers filled the entire room. Could you ever imagine that there was a time where your old room, a computer, that the capacity and power is less than a calculator can fill your old room? The capacity of the computer in the 1970s was less than what your calculator can do. That means the calculators of today were stronger than the computers of those ages. And they were so big that they could fill an entire room up. Now, going to the 1980s, then this thing that looked like a sandbox came. And, we begin to ask ourselves, what do I do with these glorified typewriters? Many wondered in the 1980s. Going forward in the 1990s, that was the decade we call the decade of internet mania. That was when World Wide Web became, popularized. People began to use the internet. People began to use what we call the WWW today. And internet became popularized as we know it today. Families gathered around the bulky CRT monitors, marveling at emails from distant lands. Like it was like a mystery to the people of those ages when they see emails. When they see chats, they'll be like, oh, really? They had to gather all of the village people, come and see. I just received a mail, right? That is where, digitalization was before now. And going forward, as the new millennium dawned, the ripple surged into a tidal wave. Smartphones emerged, turning everyone into a walking encyclopedia with a camera. Can you picture it? People no longer get lost with maps. They had GPS in their pocket. Social media turned everyone into potential celebrities. I mean, literally anybody can pick up a camera, record one, whether good or bad content, put it online, and literally you are like a celebrity from that point, right? We are in an age where hashtags became more than just a button on your phone. That is where we are right now. Industries transformed overnight. Retail stores watched in amazement as online shopping carts were filled. Newspaper gaps as news flew instantly across the globe via tweets. I mean, I remember they used to tell us a story. If you can relate to the story, just say I can relate, right? They used to tell us, I think my dad used to tell me a story when, he told me a particular one when one of his brother gave birth in the village, and they need to inform one of the uncles in the north. So he had to travel from Osun State to, I think, Kaduna or Jos. And that traveling at that time was not even, as fast as this. So he had to travel. Before he came back from Kaduna, they already did naming ceremony. It was already 8 days. They already did naming. He went to announce to someone that, oh, your brother gave birth at home. Before he came back from the journey, the naming ceremony have been done. That's how bad it is. But now we have news, information can fly very fast. Now, this is what digitalization has caused. And here we are today. We can talk, you can literally wear a watch, your Siri and all of those things. You can talk to your watches, you can have virtual meetings via holograms. You can, this is the age where people get frustrated when a video takes more than 3 seconds to load. Like you're trying to play a video and it's already taking more than 3 seconds. You're like, what's all this? I mean, this thing should load very fast, right? So this is the age where we are right now. Now, it looks like we've seen it all, from the bed of the internet to AI chatting with us like old friends. But let me announce to you, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Remember, I'm not particularly going to here to teach history of digitalization, just an overview to build our teaching on, right? And now let's go into the definition of what digitalization is. First, we need to understand that there is a difference between, there are two words. The first one is digitization, and the second word is digitalization. There is digitization and there is digitalization. So I'm just going to differentiate between the two. Now, digitization just describes, is just purely or simply conversion of an analog document into a digital format. Let me just put it simply. It means that, for instance, when you take your camera and probably you wrote a note in class and then you took your camera and snapped that note, converted it into PDF on your phone. That thing that just happened is what we call digitization. That is not digitalization. That is just purely conversion from analog into a digital format. And digitalization, in the other hand, is when you fake that thing which you have snapped, that note which you have snapped in PDF format, and you are able to edit it. You are able to add your signature. You are able to edit the text, add to it, convert it from one form to another, change from PDF to doc, convert it to MX Excel if you want. Now, that is digitalization. So digitalization is more than, or it is beyond going from analog to digital. It is the ability of machines, of digital tools, to now begin to perform different kind of operations to produce new results, to make work easier, to make to boost productivity, to generate income, to improve businesses, to improve our life, literally, right? So that is what digitalization is. Again, we are still doing introduction. And then let me just give us a run through of some industries before and after digitalization. Now, this is the retail industry before digitalization and after. You can see the before. You have to go to the anything you want to buy, you have to be physically present in the market. You have to be there to buy it, pay someone, collect change, stay on queues and all of those things. But now you can be in the comfort of your home and do a lot of things, order things online, and then you get them delivered to your doorstep, right? Now see the entertainment industry before and after. How many of you can relate with this before picture? If you can relate with this before picture that I posted and you are not yet married, you are due for marriage. Those days when you used to, or when we used to go to movie stores like this and rent cassettes. If you can relate, type I can relate. If you can relate, just type it. Let's see. Let me see people that we are on this table together. Now that was the before of entertainment. You have to literally go to stores like this, rent cassettes, pay for it, watch it for like 2 days and return it to the owner, right? And then now look at the after. Look at the after. Now the after, that is what we now call it Netflix and chills. You can see you are in the comfort of your room, in the comfort of your workplace, in the comfort of anywhere you are. You have all of the movies you want to watch literally in the palms of your hand. You have everything you want to watch in the palms of your hand. Digitalization. Banking, people in those days, people have to go to banks and queue, be on a very, 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 very long queue. And, sometimes you won't even be able to utilize the services you want to. But now you can also be at the comfort of anywhere and carry out your banking transactions. So these are just examples. Now, healthcare, we have a lot of nurses here on this call right now. We can relate with medical records like this, where there is a room where tons of files tons of files are stored in, that even you will be wondering on how to access some of these files. But right now, today, because of digitalization, we've been able to, have all of this in the palms of our hand. You can easily access anything you want at all. Education. Now, look at that class. Although I know that some of these things are still happening in Nigeria and some other part of the world, but then these are the possibilities that digitalization has brought. Now, look at that class. Look at that class. I mean, there are hundreds, if not up to thousands of students in that class receiving a lecture. Do you think learning, do you think learning would be easy and efficient in this kind of class? Now, look at what digitalization has done. You can sit down anywhere. You can be in Nigeria and receive lectures. You can be in Nigeria and take your master's degree from anywhere in the world. You can be in Dubai, you can be in United Kingdom, you can be in US and still continue your learning, education, and experiences in Nigeria. Now, these are just a lot of possibilities that digitalization has brought. Yeah. Okay, now let me quickly also give us some myths and realities in digitalization, right? Don't worry, we are getting to the major part of the discussion. These are just backgrounds to help us, catch up with what digitalization is and help us to open our mind, right? Yeah. Now, myths and realities in digitalization. Some of the myths in digitalization is going to lead to high rates of job loss. Now, let me tell you something. There's one of my favorite quotes, and I think I put it on Twitter some times ago. And this was how I put the quote, like, nurses, AI, artificial intelligence will not replace nurses. But nurses who cannot use artificial intelligence will be replaced. Now, that is the reality of digitalization. Artificial intelligence is not here to take your job. Robot is not here to take your job. Yeah, there are some jobs that will go into extinction. But in the real sense, it's going to be that people who cannot leverage the emerging digital tools and technologies will definitely be replaced. Now, there was a trend some times ago about this AI picture where people use Remini or something like that to generate picture, and someone was saying that I saw someone's post that says photographers are in trouble. Photographers will not be able to make money again. And I was like, no, that's wrong. Photographers will still make money, but the photographers that will make money, even in fact, photographers will make more money with AIs like that. With artificial intelligence like Remini, photographers will make more money. But the photographers that will make more money and remain in business are those who are able to leverage the availability of Remini to enhance their productivity, to enhance their creativity, to enhance their work. And that is why we are here tonight. I want to show you how you can leverage the available digital tools to enhance whatever it is that you are doing. You are a nurse. I'm going to show you tools, digital tools that you can use, leverage to optimize what you do. You are into content creation. You are into photography. You are into ghostwriting, you are into mention it, whatever it is that you are doing. I can tell you for free that there are digital tools that you can begin to leverage from today, right now, from this platform that can boost your productivity, increase, expand your business, expand your reach, expand everything that you are doing. Right? So now these are the myths and realities in digitalization. Another myth is that digitalization is only for the tech savvy. No, that's not true. There are digital tools and platforms that are now built increasingly user-friendly, designed for people of all skills level. So you don't need to learn coding. You don't need to know how to write computer codes and know how to put all of the programmings and algorithms and all of these and all of those things together before you are able to use some digital tools. Another one is that digitalization means less human interaction. And yes, it means less human interaction in terms of physical interaction, right? But in reality, digitalization actually have expanded human interaction. There are people that you never imagined that you would ever talk to. There are people, if you are here and you've been talking to someone you've never met, but you've been talking to the person and you guys are relating like friends. You are even closer to the person than some people you can see physically. How do you think that was possible? It is digitalization. So digitalization is not going to bring about, maybe less human interaction in the sense of interaction, right? So it can reduce physical interaction, but it's actually going to expand your reach. You'll be able to reach people. Noskumi was here earlier talking about LinkedIn, the possibilities and opportunities available on LinkedIn. There are people I never imagined I would even be able to, speak to, but through LinkedIn, I was able to reach these people. That is an example of, demystifying this myth that digitalization means less human interaction. So, and then the next thing is digitalization is just a trend. It is not just a trend. See, digitalization is here to stay. It's even already deeply rooted in everything we do. You can confirm that everything you do right now, think of it. Everything has a touch of digitalization. Everything. Think of it. You go to church, you can stay in different locations and watch online service. For Christians and spiritual people here, you can receive impartation from YouTube live sessions, right? Deliverance can happen from TV screens. Digitalization. You are a student, you can receive lectures from anywhere, right? Digitalization is omnipotent in a way that we can understand it. We've read a lot about our omnipotence, omnipresence. We've heard a lot about that. You can be in two places at the same time, or you can be functioning in two places at the same time. Digitalization is a physical reality of omnipresence, right? Through social media, technology, and everything that is in our space right now, right? So digitalization is not just a trend. Digitalization is here to stay. Right. Now, what survival strategy do you need in this time where it seems as though digitalization has taken over everything? You want to eat digital, Uber Eats, Glovo Food, all of those guys, Jumia Food. You want to sleep, you turn on alarms to wake you up. Your alarm, there are certain alarms that have been programmed into AI, that there are AI programmed alarms that when you sleep, they can track your sleep. They can track the depth of your sleep, and when you wake up, they are going to play everything to you. When you enter, if you are a nursing or a medical student on this call, you understand what I'm saying when we talk about the non-REM sleeps, REM sleeps, and all of those things. The rapid eye movement, no rapid eye movement. There are AI programmed alarms that is going to track all of these things and play it to you when you wake up. Digitalization. You want to buy stuff, you don't need to stress yourself. Amazon, Jumia, anything is there. You want to make transactions, open your mobile banking app. Cool. I'm not here to advertise any brand, but then just as an example, right? Turn anywhere. The way you sleep, the way you eat, the way you play, the way you love, the way you interact, the way you do everything. In fact, the whole thing we call culture, which is the total way of our life, have been transformed by digitalization. So what you need to survive in this time is just simply adaptation. As simple as that. Adaptation. So you need to be open-minded. You need to be you don't need to be rigid. I know some of us are Gen Zs, a lot of us are Gen Zs. We are born into the digital era, right? But then there are some emerging digital technologies that, when you see them or you read about them, you'll be like, oh, really? What's this? Now, there's a technology I saw and I got very scared. I got literally very scared. And I saw the technology about 2 days or 3 days ago. They are about to launch it. And this is a technology that can help you. You just have to attach that device. It's a very tiny device. You have to attach it maybe somewhere on your neck or somewhere in the part of your body around around your head, somewhere around the neck or close to your chest or something. Once you attach this device, you can begin to see your phone screen on your palm. You can begin to see, you are not holding your phone, you are not holding anything, you are not holding any device. Just connect that device to your phone, attach it on any part of your body, and on your palm, you can begin to see everything on your phone screen. You can begin to interact with your mobile device on your palm. Google it, just Google it so that you won't think I'm giving you some mystical things that we see in what's the name of all these movies, science fiction movies, right? Google it. Now I saw that device and I was scared, like, really? Now if I'm someone who is rigid, if they sell that device to me, I won't use it, because I've not imbibed adaptation. Because when that device comes, it's going to change a lot of things. And if you do not adapt very fast, remain open-minded, you might lose out on a lot of benefit and advantages that is going to bring. So adaptation is key. I'm not going to read that. I'm supposed to share a slide. Now, okay, let's go into the toolbox. Now, this is the part where we are going, right? Where we are going to talk about the digital tools and resources that are available to us for productivity and income. So for the productivity, for the productivity tools, I'm just going to list them. They are available online. Just Google it, download it, install it, use it, and you'll be fine. Where I'm going to dwell more is some other tools that you can use to generate income and how you can go about it. So we have automation tools. These are, for example, they can help you set up your morning routines. You can receive daily weather schedule, your to-do list, and all of those things. Automate your social media post. Examples include Zapier, IFTT, Integromat. We have e-learning tools. You have tools like Teachable, Podia. You know what? I don't want to just bore you with all of this. It's something you can Google. There are hundreds of tools that can boost your productivity. But where I'm going is, okay, you have creativity tool like Canva, Inkscape, DaVinci Resolve. If you are a content creator and you want to create very nice videos, right, you can use the DaVinci Resolve tool. It's helping creating very nice videos. Yeah. And then we have AI tools like OpenAI. That's the common chat GPT that we know. We have wow. You have 10 minutes more. Okay. We have deep learning. We have translator Jasper, Syntentia, all of these guys, Otter AI. Now, let me quickly run through this as well before I go into the practical session. I'm going to round up shortly, but then I need to talk about how to trade safely using digital tools. Right now, one of the major issues with the increasing use of digital tools is that there is a higher risk of personal and sensitive data being exposed or misused. So what do you need to do? Anytime you are creating an account online on social media, any account you are creating, please use a very strong and unique password. Always enable your two-factor authentication. For any platform that has two-factor authentication, always enable, always. Go to your Facebook, go to your Instagram, to your Twitter, all of your accounts, your Gmail account, enable two-factor authentication. What that does for you is, even if someone tries to break into your account, the person needs your authorization to break into your account. Yeah, the person would need your authorization to be able to hack your account. That is what two-factor authentication does. So it doesn't, it creates an extra layer of security for all of your digital activities. And then another thing you need to do is mind your digital footprints. Digital footprints are the things you do online. Mind what you say online, what you post online. See, the internet never forgets. The internet never forgets. What someone posted 10, 15 years ago can be dug up to hunt him today. Right? If you use Twitter very well, you would understand what I'm saying. Right? And of course, regularly update your software. Another issue is over reliance on technology. A lot of people, I know a lot of nursing students that used chat GPT to write all of their projects. I mean, that's not the best. Yeah, as much as these tools have come to make our work easy, to make things easy for us, reliance on this technology can be very bad as well. So you have to balance the use of digital tools with traditional methods, because this is going to encourage that you don't lose your critical thinking ability. You don't want to rely on machine learning and chat GPT to think for you always. Some people are so bad and worse right now that they can't compose a simple message again. They have to go to chat GPT to go and ask chat GPT to compose a simple message for them. That's very bad, and that can be very dangerous going forward, right? Another issue is the ease of information sharing online can lead to rapid spread of misinformation and fake news. So you have to learn media literacy. That's the mitigation to that. Media literacy. There was a session in Sci class where we taught media literacy. The video is on this YouTube channel. You can just go search for it and you will learn what media literacy is. And what other thing? Let me see which one is important again to talk about. Our time is almost up. We have spent 2 hours 30 minutes on this meeting. I mean, we should be closing now. Now, the last one is health issues, right? Prolonged use of digital devices can lead to health issues like eye strain, poor posture, and reduced physical activity, right? And how you can do that is practice good ergonomics when using devices. Take regular breaks to rest your eyes. If you have eye conditions, please use anti-blue blue rays lens to protect your eyes if you are very, very glued to your screen. And of course, incorporate physical activities into your daily schedule. Now, let's go to the lab. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and share another screen. Now, what I'm about to show you in this lab, if you know anyone who is not on this call right now, call them. Let them join at this point. If you know anyone who registered for this event and is not here, call them now, right? We don't have time again. I intend to show us 2 things, right? But we don't have time. So I'm going to show us just one. And what I want to show us right now is how to, which one should I show you? Now, let me get responses from the audience. Which tool do you want to learn? How to make money or how to be productive? I'll wait for 5 responses. Which digital tool do you want to learn? Productivity tool or money making tool? So that I will know which one I'll pick out of the 2. Productivity tool or money making tool? Responses, let's have it. I'm going to wait for comments. Productivity tool or money making tool? Which one should we go into? Someone says how to be productive. Okay, let's have it. Let's see. Someone says show us the tool. We don't have time again. Someone says how to be productive. Someone says you people do not like money. Okay. Let me wait for one more response. Productivity will bring money. Okay. Deep. How to be productive today, how to make money tomorrow. Somebody should take that screenshot. That's deep. Word of wisdom. Someone says both. Productivity too. Productivity. People want to learn productivity too. I mean, I want to show you how to make money. What do we do? I want to show you how to make money. Okay, all right, let's quickly do both. Since people are already saying productivity, I'm just going to show you a paraphrase. Finally, somebody said money making tool. Emanuela, nice one. We are together. We are together, Emanuela. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, because of our time, I'm going to show you the tool. But the productivity tool, I'm just going to run through it. It's something we are familiar with, but I'm just going to run through it. And then the money making tool, I'm going to take my time to just show us how it is being done. It's just one of those tools. It's just yeah, okay. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show us is, now I know that we are very familiar with chat GPT, but a lot of us are misusing chat GPT. Now this is the productivity tool I'm showing us, chat GPT. For you to effectively use chat GPT, there is something you need to learn. Let me say this generally. We are in the age of generative AI. Generative AI are artificial intelligence systems that can operate at the capacity of human thinking, even beyond the capacity of human thinking, or beyond the capacity of human, right? To be able to leverage these tools appropriately, what you need to begin to learn, or the kind of skill you need to acquire to be able to use generative AI, is what we call prompt engineering. I'm going to write it. I'm going to type it in the comment section and display it. Prompt engineering. That's it on the screen. Prompt engineering. If you do not have the understanding of prompt engineering, you would not be able to maximize the digital tools. Because see, the truth is, every other tool that you know, every other tool that you know or that exists are now leveraging generative AI. So there's no way you can run away from prompt engineering. I won't be able to show us what all of the things prompt engineering is about, but then you can, of course, read more about it. But I'm just going to show us basics, right? Now, every tool you know today, every digital tools, begin to mention it, from the smallest to the biggest you have on your phone. Everything now are leveraging generative AI. If you do graphic design, you would have seen in Canva, even your WhatsApp. If you open your WhatsApp, right? If you open your WhatsApp and you try and send updated WhatsApp, please, updated. Try and send a, what's it called now? Sticker. Try to send sticker to someone. Now, in that part where you are trying to send sticker to someone, you would see a sign, a symbol. Let me see if I can show you on my phone. Let me see if I can just display my phone to show you what I'm trying to say. If you are using, yes, if you are using updated WhatsApp, you would see it on your phone. Try and send a sticker to someone, right? When you select your sticker icon, you would see another icon that says create. If you've seen it on your WhatsApp, you can just indicate in the chat box. Try and send a sticker to someone. You would see another option in that sticker panel that says create. That option, that kind of icon that you are seeing there, that kind of functionality is the product of generative AI. So for you to be able to create something meaningful with that leverage, prompt engineering is something you must understand. So this is just to show us that all of the platforms you know are now using generative AI. So you cannot run away from prompt engineering. You cannot run away from it. So what does prompt engineering mean? Basically, prompt engineering is your ability to instruct artificial intelligence system to give you your desired result. I'm going to take that again. Prompt engineering is your ability to instruct artificial intelligence systems, whatever it is, image generation system, content generation systems, data analytics systems, whatever system, precision medicine systems. Because very soon, all of you here who are nurses, medics, you will soon have a system in your hand that you just have to put in some certain instructions, and it's going to give you every treatment, medications, dosage based on the information you supply to it. It's going to give you everything you need to do for the patient. Everything. So if you do not understand prompt engineering, you can supply a wrong information. And artificial intelligence systems works by garbage in, garbage out. It's going to give you a result based on the information you supply to it. That is why prompt engineering is very important. It's going to give you a result according to what you give to it, according to the information you present to it. So you have to understand this, right? Someone said I've seen it before on my WhatsApp. Yes, that's it. Now let's go into, I'm just going to show us briefly how to go about prompt engineering. I'm going to share my screen. So ChatGPT, where's ChatGPT? Share screen. All right, I have ChatGPT. Share. Please, let me see if someone can see my screen. So Please just confirm that you can see my screen before I start to talk to myself. I know that we've exhausted our time, but this is a part of the class that you don't want to miss. This is just a part of the session that you don't want to miss. Now, just let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Just type yes, I can see it. Type yes, I can see your screen. Yes, I can see your screen. You know, a lot of you will be grateful that you are in this session tonight. Okay, I can get a response. Okay, I can see your screen. Okay, let's proceed. Now, someone says not very clear. Just manage my screen. I'm going to just speak as I do so that you can understand as well. Okay. Now, this is Chat GPT, right? Now, when you want Chat GPT to do something to you, for you, I'm going to give you two models of prompt engineering you can apply to get the best result from Chat GPT. Two models you can apply in prompt engineering to get the best result from Chat GPT. The first model is the task. Someone says it's not clear. My screen is not clear. My screen is not clear. You can zoom in. You can zoom in. You can tilt your phone to a landscape mode. I'm projecting from a system. If you can't see clearly, I'm projecting from a system. You can just tilt your phone, zoom in for you to see clearly. Thank you, Esther, for that recommendation. All right. So the two models I'm going to show you the first one is task allocation model. The task allocation model of prompt engineering. Task allocation model of prompt engineering. Task allocation model of prompt engineering. And what that means is that before you ask ChatGPT to do anything for you, tell ChatGPT what you want him, what role you want him to assume. I'm going to give an example. Before you tell him to do anything for you, tell him the role you want him to assume. For instance, if you are a okay, let me give an example. For instance, instead of asking ChatGPT, we have a lot of nurses on the call. So instead of asking the question of, instead of just going to ChatGPT and saying, ChatGPT, oh, how are you? How are you doing today? I want you to tell me the, I want you to write a, or let me look for an example we can relate to it. Let me see. I'm trying to think of an example. Say, I want you to, cool, yeah, I can get one now. Say, I want you to, okay, someone gave me an example, care plan. Now, I want you to develop a care plan for me. I want you to develop a care plan for me. Now, you can just go to ChatGPT and type that into ChatGPT. So let me just type it. I know some of you cannot see my screen. If you can put your phone in landscape, zoom in, you'll be able to see better. So I'm just going to type this to ChatGPT. I want you to write a care plan for me on, let me say, acute pain. Acute pain. Now, this is what you told ChatGPT. Now, let's see the results ChatGPT is going to give us. Creating a care plan for acute pain involve blah blah blah. So assessments, let's see it. It's already creating, it's already writing something. It's already writing something. Now that is the basic way we know how to interact with ChatGPT. Now let me show you the superior way to do it, or the better way to do it. Additional consideration. Let's finish with this. Okay, thank you, ChatGPT. ChatGPT is done. So he's able to give us this care plan. So he gave us the assessment, the subjective data, blah blah blah, observe signs for pain like grimacing, restlessness, nursing diagnosis, acute pain related to this as evidenced by patient, blah 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 blah. Planning. Your short-term goal is the patient will report a pain level of this, and he wrote all of those things. Now, if you want to get a better and more efficient and effective result that will serve your purpose, this is how to go about it. Using the task allocation model, what you first want to tell your chat GPT is, chat GPT, I want you to act as a licensed registered nurse, or I want you to act as a registered nurse. I want you to act as a registered nurse with 15 years working experience. I want you to act now with this simple line of statement. You have allocated a task to ChatGPT. You have allocated a task to ChatGPT, right? Now, with this task allocation, you can now go ahead with the instruction, what you want him to do for you. Now, I want you to act as a registered nurse with 15 years experience. With your experience, create a care plan. And then, because of our time, I really wish to expand this more, but our time is fast spent. It's almost 10 o'clock in Nigeria. I mean, is a lot of time already. Now, I think I'm just going to say it verbally, right? Now, I want you to act as a registered nurse with 15 years of experience. With your experience, create a care plan for a patient with a nursing diagnosis of acute pain. You can provide more parameters to the artificial intelligence, like the pulse rate of the patient, the blood pressure of the patient, what you've been able to assess, that is the physical cost of the patient. You can supply all of these data. When you supply all of these parameters to artificial intelligence, it is going to give you more tailored response that is going to serve the purpose through which you want to use it for. Right? So that is how to go about the task allocation model. Tell ChatGPT what you want him to act as. If you are a content creator, tell ChatGPT, I want you to act as a LinkedIn content creator. I want you to act as if you are someone who writes TikTok script, I want you to act as a script writer for TikTok. Then tell him the kind of script you want him to generate. It's going to give you a better response than just saying, create a TikTok video for me, or create something for me, right? I hope that is clear. And then the second model I'm going to share with us is the sorry, our time is actually up. I'm really considering time. We spent a lot of time here already. Let me see if I can still share that. You know what? On the participants page, I am just going to put this upon myself. I'm going to create a recorded video of how to use ChatGPT very well, and send a link to the participant page so that we can access after this masterclass. I really do not want to keep people on this call for too long, because we still have something very much to do. Someone says, wow, definitely using this for my content tomorrow. Great. That's it. That's the energy. Right now, let me go into the next thing. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and the next thing I want to show us is the money making machine. The money making machine. How you can literally print money using leveraging artificial intelligence. Right now, what I want to show you right now, don't worry, don't bother about practicing it, don't bother about trying to, just pay attention. You would have access to rewatch the video, and then you can practice and send us evidences of what you've done. Please send your evidences. We are not here to teach you what is not real. We are not here to teach you what does not work. We are here to teach you what works. It has worked for us. We've been there, we've done that. It has generated, don't let me say amounts, don't let me call figures, so that you people will not be scared, right? But then let me begin to show you now. One tool, I have like 3 tools or 4 that I'm supposed to show you that you can use to generate money. But then let me show you one. And this one is, I want to teach you how to create your own chat GPT. Do you believe you can create your own chat GPT? You can literally build your own personalized chat GPT from scratch. You can create your own chat GPT, program it with different kind of information you want it to have, and I mean, be able to use it for different purposes. Your own chat GPT by yourself. By yourself. Okay, now let me show you. And I think so what I want to show you how to create now is how to create chatbots, chat GPT, things like chat GPT. And of course, we are going to practicalize it, you're going to test run it. So I'm just going to share my screen. The platform where that is done, is called, I'm just going to type it here. Okay, I'll just share my screen, right? Let me just share my screen so that we can move very fast. Blah, 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 blah. Sharing screen again, sharing screen again. Please be patient with us, we'll soon be done. Share screen. I'm so sorry if my screen is tiny, just manage it like that. We will be done in a bit. I think I need to just go back from here and start all of these things all over again. Let me log out from this. Log out. So let me show you how to go about it from the beginning. So actually, I have an account already, but if you don't have any account yet, this is the link. I'm going to put the link in the chat box. App dots. Okay. So just be patient. Don't worry. I'm sure you're going to like what you're about to learn, and you will be blown away by it. app.writesonic.com. Someone says it's too tiny. Yes, it's too tiny. I don't know what to do with this thing. I don't know what to do with this tiny stuff. You know what? Just try put your screen on landscape, and that should help. Now this is the link. So this is the website, or this is the platform where you can build your own chat GPT yourself, or you can build your own chatbot and monetize it by yourself, right? So let me show you from scratch. So once you log on to that platform, of course, the first thing you will be asked to do is to create an account. So I already have an account. Just create an account with your email or sign in with Google, and that should be fine. Or yep, so that should be fine. And then you will be sent an email confirmation to log in. So once you log in, let me try and log in from here. I think I should get an OTP in my email. So let me just check my mail for the OTP. 479921. Let me put that in. 479921. Verify. So yes, I'm logging onto the platform right now. It's loading the dashboard. So I'm going to clear time. Load. Let's see. Why is it taking so long to load? Patient with this guy is still trying to load. Still trying to load the screen. Let me see now. Oops. Okay. All right. We have the dashboard here already. So I'm going to delete what I have here so that we can create from scratch. Delete. So now what you can do with this platform, now immediately you log in and you create your account, it's going to give you something like this, right? So what you can do with this is that you can create your own chatbot to serve some certain or specific purpose. For instance, ChatGPT is a general chatbot that can, respond to different kind of inquiries. But with this platform, with this system, you can create a chatbot that is tailored to a specific purpose to answer specific questions, and you can monetize it. I'm going to show you how to, but let me show you how to create the chatbot first. So the first thing you want to do in the chatbot creation is immediately you are logged into this dashboard, you would go on to, you will see the options to create new bot. So just click on create new bot. Say now, I'm going to say that I'm going to create a chat bot for Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. Nursing and Midwifery Council. I'm sorry for using that name, but then I think that's the easiest idea coming to my head right now. Let me say I'm going to create a chat bot for Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. This is just for training purpose. I'm not advertising for anybody. I'm not trying to impersonate or do anything. This is just for examples, right? So this is Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria bots. Let me say bots. And then for support, so you can choose what you want to use your chatbot for. If you want to use it for e-commerce, maybe personalized shopping assistance, you can click e-commerce. And if you want to use it as a customer service agent, which is what I'm going to select for the purpose of this practice, I'm going to choose that as well. And then I'll click on create bot. Now, this is going to bring me to a dashboard. Now, in creating artificial intelligence systems, you need to supply information that artificial intelligence system is going to work with. In a technical term, we call it training the artificial intelligence model. Training of artificial intelligence model. Guys, stay with me. I'm very sure you are going to like what you are about to see, and you're going to be blown away with it. Now, there is something we call training artificial intelligence system and models, right? And what that means is that for every artificial intelligence system you see that works today, they are working based on some certain set of information that have been preloaded into them. So for you to create your own chat GPT or to create your own artificial intelligence system, you have to also preload some certain set of information, statistics, instructions that is going to work with when people begin to interact with it, right? For instance, my goal is to create a chat bot that can respond to inquiries about that can respond to frequently asked questions by nurses in Nigeria. I want to create a chat bot that can respond to frequently asked questions by nurses in Nigeria. Now, I've created my bot name. The next thing I want to do right now is to preload it with some certain set of instructions or with some certain set of information that this artificial intelligence system is going to work with. So you can upload it as a file. You can upload your instructions as a file. Let me give a more relatable example. Maybe you authored a book, maybe you wrote a book, and then you want a chat GPT system or a chat bot that can respond to certain inquiries about your book, or that can give certain answers from the things that are in your book. So once you name your chatbot, you can upload the PDF or the document format of your book that you authored by yourself as your back-end information that your chat GPT is going to work on. So anybody that interacts with that bot and asks any question about that book that you've authored, the chat GPT system is going to respond to them automatically without you being there. Now, that is what we're about to do. So what I want to do is facts. I want to create you can upload a spreadsheet, you can upload links, right? You can upload sitemaps, you can upload frequently asked questions. So that is the one I want to do, just for example. So you can upload, I think I have one already downloaded, frequently asked question. I'm just going to go there and upload fact templates. So now what we are doing is we are preloading this with certain set of instruction that is going to operate with. Now, after you've uploaded, after you've selected what you want to, yes, I'm very conscious of the time. I'm sorry, I'm going to finish very soon. So after you've uploaded what you want to train your model with, right, just click on upload and train. Upload and train. So with upload and train, this platform is going to begin to upload all of the information you have supplied. And then the training is going to be that it's going to train your artificial intelligence system to be able to answer anybody that attempt to use it. Don't worry, just see where we are getting to. You can see it's already training. It's already training. So while it is training, you can do other settings on the system, right? You can customize the appearance. Because of our time, I'm not going to, do all of the appearance customization. I'm just going to change some basics. Let me see. Subheading. Let me see. And this is NMCN boats. And let me customize this. Hey, nurse, how can I help you today? All right. And then let me see a placeholder, send a message, or okay. Type your message here. All right. Okay, let me see. Okay, those are just basic settings, basic settings. Save. Let me save that. All right, both settings. Don't worry, we are going to be done very soon. We are getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. All right, so I think I'm just going to use that basic setting. So let me just go back to our source and see. Is this guy still training? Let me see. Training. Let me see if this. Okay, now you would see that it has been trained. It has been trained. It has been trained. It has been okay. We have one more still waiting. One more is still waiting to be trained. One more is still waiting to be trained. Just hold on a sec for it. Let me see how many people we still have. Okay, we still have 41 people. Okay. Just follow me. We will soon be done. Don't worry. This is something you will find very amazing, and not just amazing. You'll be able to leverage it for a lot of stuff. So waiting. Sorry, we need to wait for these guys to train. Sometimes if you upload a very large volume of data set, it's going to take much time, right? If you upload just very little data set or information, it's going to take lesser time. So I think it's just taking its time to train the model. So we have to actually wait for it. I want us to actually use it so that we can see that it's not some um, scam stuff. Right, so let's just wait for this guy to finish training. Let me see if there's any other setting we can quickly do before he finish the training. Starter question, what's that? Oh, we don't need to add that. Let's go. Company name. Let me put side class. You can customize the name of the boat to your own name. You can upload the logo. Let me see if I have any logo I can upload. You can upload your company logo. You can upload your chatbot avatar. Let me see if I have any logo I can upload. Just to quickly do that so that you can see what we're talking about. Okay. Logo. Let me see if we can have something that we can work it. All right, we have a logo already. And of course, you can also upload the avatar for your chat GPT. If we had an MCN logo, would have used it, but no, we don't have it. So I'm just going to use another logo. Let me use same side class logo as our avatar. Okay. You can do all of those settings in your free time. I'm just buying time for that to be done. All right, so let's save changes. All right, now let's go to our source again. Let's see if this guy has finished training. Fax. Still waiting. Or let me delete this. Okay, delete. Now let's go by the ones that have been trained. Okay, so at this point we are done with the training. Now let's see if we can share now. Enable public link. Now I'm going to paste this link in the participants page. or directly on YouTube right now. Try it out and click on the link. It's going to bring out a chat GPT kind of bot for you. Ask it any question about uh, um, ask him any frequently asked questions about maybe nursing registration, how to renew your nursing license, how to do whatever in nursing, and see what responses is going to give you. Now that's the link. I'm going to put, in case you can't click directly from YouTube, I'm going to put it on the participants page right now. If you can't click directly from YouTube, you can go to the participants page and click. Let me see. So I'm also going to try it out. So if you've tried it and you can see the results, let me know. You can just come on board and tell me the results you got. Let's see if this kind of work. Okay. So you have to put in your name and email first to sign in. So if you click on the link, just put in your name, put in your email. It's going to ask for that before it allows you to go to access the chatbot that we just built. Right, I'm right on the chatbot already. Now I have my chatbot asking me, "Hey nurse, how can I help you today?" So I'm going to tell this guy that I am a nurse and I studied in Canada. I studied in Canada. I want you to do it right now. If you have to log out, just log out and do it. I want you to try it and come back to give us feedback. Now, I am a nurse. I trained in Canada, and I would like to know if I can. I want to know if I can practice in Nigeria with my Canada license. Practice in Nigeria with my Canada license. So let's see what response. I already got my own response. Very fast, based on the information fed into it, based on the instructions that have been preloaded into it, based on the models and instructions that we've trained this system with. This guy has given me an answer. He says, yes, as a nurse who studied in Canada, you can practice in Nigeria. However, you will need to have your qualifications verified and approved by the NMCN. They may also require you to pass a competency assessment test and complete a mandatory orientation program. Now, that was the information I fed into that system. Try it. I'm going to wait for responses. Right now, we are actually done. After this session, after giving me your feedback, I'm just going to give you instances of how you can begin to make money with it, because it is money making that brought us here. So I'm just going to give you instances. I'm not going to talk so much about it, just give you instances of how you can make money with it. Right? Okay. Try it out and come and give me your feedback. I'm waiting. While we wait, Esther, do you want to come on board and just say one or few things while we wait for feedbacks and responses from people? I know a lot of people have logged out to go and try it out. Yes, go try it and come back and give you. Just ask. We didn't load it with a lot of questions, right? We didn't load it with a lot of questions, just very few questions. Questions around nursing license, questions around registration to practice in the country if you are a foreign trained nurse, questions around what are the steps you can take to practice as a registered nurse in Nigeria or to renew your license here. Questions around that. Yeah, someone is already here with testimony.
It works. Amazing.
Okay, let's have more. Another one. Someone said it worked. Let's go. Let's have more. If you've tried it, let's have more. In 1 minute, I think in the next 5 minutes, I'll be out of your face. In the next 5 minutes, I'll be out of your face. Esther, I'm so sorry. I've eaten all of your time. I'm so sorry, but we need to touch this. We need to just finish this, right?
Permission granted, since it's
Thank you
money
very much.
making.
Thank you very much. Okay, who is coming to give feedback again? Who is coming to give feedback again? Come, do that, do that. Someone said it worked. It worked.
Amazing.
It worked. Okay, let's have it. Let's have it. Who is here again? Who is here again? Who is here again? Let's just take one more response, and then I'm going to show you um how you can convert that to money, to cash. Okay. Blessing says it worked. Cool. Now we don't have much time. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. All right. Now we've had a lot of, just within 15-20 minutes, you've been able to develop a chatbot for yourself to solve a particular problem. And we've had people, you can see that it's not something we brought here just to scam you. We did it, you tested it, and you can see that it worked. Right now, let me just give you instances through which you can convert that to cash. Now imagine that imagine that you have a client, or you get a client, or you got a client who has an online store, right? Who has an online store. And every time people go to the store, they encounter one difficulty or the other. Maybe they are unable to make their payments, they are unable to find something that they need, they are unable to do some certain things. And every time they come into the DM of the owner of that store to ask, "Ma, can you show me how to do this thing? Sir, can you tell me this thing? Ma, can you tell me that? Blah, blah, blah. Can you tell me that?" And now this is your client. This is an hypothetical client now. Now, this client needs a system that can respond to all of these questions automatically without our involvement. All of these questions that are unique, peculiar to the business she's running, peculiar to her product, peculiar to whatever it is she's doing. She needs a system that can, answer all of these questions without her involvement. Now, this is your client. And now in Class, in Career Acceleration Masterclass 2023, you have learned how to develop that kind of system. Now, tell me, how much are you going to bill a client to develop a bot, a chat bot that can automatically respond to all of the requests of our customers? How much are you going to charge your clients? There are some things you don't say with all of your mouth. If you are wise, if you are sharp, if you are smart, you understand what I'm talking about already. Imagine you have 5 clients that you've built a chatbot system for, and you are managing it and maintaining it for them. And these 5 clients paid you, let's say, an upfront fee, or maybe a one-time development fee of 200,000 or of 300,000 naira. That's not overcharging. No, don't expound your mind. Don't be saying, on top this small thing, where we do in 15 minutes. Now. I'll now be charging. Shey God will not be angry. My sister, my brother, God is not angry. This is the benefit of being inside class. This is the benefit of leveraging digital tools to make. You are not duping anybody. What you are doing is legit. You are optimizing the processes. You are optimizing. Do you know the amount of sales that person is going to make from the system you just built for her or for him? Do you know how you have transformed that person's business? The person you built that chatbot system for is going to even make more money than you that built it. So charge. Look at the kind of, based, of course, There are principles to pricing and all of those things. Now, look at the kind of work you are doing for the person, right? Now, imagine you have 5 clients. You developed a chatbot for 5 clients, and each client paid you, let's say, 200,000. Can you see that? Can you see that? I tried ask about license renewal and it brought responses that I needed to do MCPDP. That was part of the information. That was part of the information I fed into it. Can you see that? It works. It works. Now, like you need to see how I wide opened my eyes when I ate that amount. Okay. Now, say you have 5 clients and you charge each client a one-time payment of development fee of 200,000 naira each. 200,000 naira multiplied by 5. If you have 5 clients in let's say within 3 months, and you charge each of them 200,000 naira to build a system like this for their business or for whatever purpose they want to use it for, 200,000 multiplied by 5. Type the figure. I want to see the figure. Type it in the comment section. 200,000 naira multiplied by 5. After development, that's the development fee. Then imagine the 5 clients are paying you, let's say, 50,000 naira per month for maintenance fee of the chatbot system. 5 clients paying you 50,000 naira per month. 50,000 times 5. That's like 250,000 naira per month for maintenance fee of the chat, because you have to constantly oh god. Someone says one chat GPT million. That's it. 1 million naira, 1 million. See, you would hear tech bros and tech sis come online and come and tell you, hey, I'm making 7 figures, I'm making 6 figures. This is a secret I just showed to you. If you are wise, you know what to begin to do from now. If you are smart, you know what to begin to do from now. So I was just giving you how to make money with that. So that would be, I've overstretched my time. I've gone beyond what I'm supposed to do. But then lastly, before I close, so that is one of the ways. I have actually 4. I have four platforms that I want to show you. I have 4 platforms that I want to show you, but because of our time, I'm only able to show you just one. That's just one of it. And in fact, I've not shown you everything about this one. This is just like 5% of what this chatbot system is about. But then before I go, I'm just going to show you something. Oops, where is that? Sorry, just give me a sec. Let me just present this and that will be all. Oops, I thought it was on my slide. 242, let's go to the lab. Okay, yeah, it's here. I'm very sure that will be very tiny. That might be very tiny on your screen, but I'm just going to read out the content. I have an offer for everyone in class right now. I have an offer for you all, and I have an offer for you all. So I'm just trying to bring out that stuff. Let me see. So I'm going to be, we are going to, from January next year, January 2024, we are going to be organizing, we are going to be having an AI mastery class. Just give me a sec. So we are going to be having an artificial intelligence monetization mastery class, right? January 2024, we are going to be having an AI monetization mastery class. And in this class, you are going to learn comprehensively, without rushing, without doing all of this wuru to the answer that we quickly did here. You're going to learn how to design a AI chatbot that solve real life problems. You're going to learn how to develop the chatbot with ease, from concept to code, without any tech background. I'm going to teach you how to deploy the chatbot for different platforms, how to integrate the chatbot into a website, how to integrate it. Do you know that you can integrate this chatbot into your emails? That when people send you emails, this chatbot is going to reply like the one you are like you are the one responding. It's going to use your tone of voice. It's going to imbibe your personality to respond to emails. Same thing with Instagram chat. Same thing with WhatsApp chat. right? So I'm going to teach you how to deploy these chatbots for different platforms. And also, I'm going to teach you how to sell your chatbot and turn it into high demand and high profit product, right? I'm going to tell you how to create, I'm going to teach you and show you how to create continuous cash flow without directly selling the chatbot. Apart from selling it, there's another way through which you can monetize it without actually selling it to anybody. So I'm going to show you how to create continuous cash flow without actually selling your chatbot. Also, I'm going to teach you and show you proven strategies on how to attract and retain high-paying clients. There are clients that see this thing that I just showed you. There are people that will say, can you not take 10,000? Take 10K now. Take 2K. No be 2K be this thing. No be 2K. You they do this thing. You know, if you see, if you do this thing for anybody for 2K, God knows that I have helped you in this life. I've helped you. I've helped you. So if you like, go and be doing 2K and 2.5 or gen 2K. So one of the things I'm going to show you in this class is how to attract and retain high-paying clients. How to attract and retain high-paying clients, and then I'm going to show you how to scale your AI business for long-term success. So this is what this AI class is about, and many more. And also in this class, I'm going to show you how to I'm going to show you four other AI platforms that you can use to generate income, right? This class is, I'm only accepting 10 people. This class is only has 10 seats. I'm only accepting 10 people into this class for January cohort. I'm only accepting 10 people for this class, right? I'm only accepting 10 people for this class. So if you want to be part of the class, I'm going to post the link here right now. Just go onto the link and book your seat. Mind you, it's not free. Don't come to my DM or message anybody and ask, is it free? It's not free. Oh. It's not free at all. Let me just send you the link. If you are unable to afford it, don't worry. If you are unable to afford it, don't worry. Wait for your time. Wait for the time you are able to afford it. God will provide. The time is coming. Your time is coming. You'll be able to afford it when God provide. Yeah. But this is just for 10 people. And once I get 10 registrations, I'm going to close the link. Right? Once I get 10 registrations, I'm going to close the link. So just go right. I'm also going to post this link right now to this page. I'm going to post the link to the participants page right now. So that's the link in the participants page. That's the link in the participants page. That's the link also on your screen in the chat session, in the comment section. You can go there. The actual price for this class, if I tell you the actual price, well, it's not something much. I've seen people charge for this class. I've seen people pay 250,000. If I tell you how much I paid to learn it, you'll be shocked. But then for the purpose of Career Acceleration Masterclass, and because I'm trying to help you, right, I'm going to be teaching you in this class for just the actual price that I train personal clients on this for between the range of 75,000 naira to 150,000 naira. Yes, that's what you just heard. You heard right. If I'm going to teach a personal client, it's between the price of 75,000 to 150,000 naira. But for the purpose of this class, you can have it, and this offer is open for just 48 hours, no, 72 hours. For the next 72 hours, the first 10 people that are able to pay 20,000 naira for this class, the first 10 people that are able to pay 20,000, just 20,000 naira, 20,000 naira, just go right there, click on the link and book your seats. That will be all from my side. Thank you so much for joining Career Acceleration Masterclass. I'm very sure we won't take much of your time like this tomorrow, but then it's because of the lab session we need to have. Esther, I'm so sorry. Don't worry. I'm ready to pay any fine for overblowing the time. Thank you so much, everyone.
All right. Thank you so much for that amazing session, Sarah. And special thanks to everyone that are still on the call, everyone that is still on the call rather. You are the real MVPs. Really, thank you for your engagement. Thanks for your responses. And thanks again, sir, for that amazing time. One exciting thing about this session was that at the start, we were talking productivity, productivity, productivity. And now I can see a lot of responses. Wait, is it that people lost focus or what happened? Because now people are talking about money, money, money. The reactions about 200,000 times five have been mind blowing. So it looked like productivity, people have abandoned productivity now. But then I guess that's the fun of it, that you can also make money from your skills, make money from the skills that you possess. And that is why we are here at the Career Acceleration Masterclass. We are here to accelerate and move to the next level. So thank you so much for staying with us up till now. And please be present tomorrow. Tomorrow is another exciting time. Tomorrow is another level to unwrap, is another level to reach for your inner self and do the things that you want to do excellently well. So tomorrow we'll be having another set of amazing speakers. We're having Femi Tiami of Leadership Quarters. We'll be having Sheon Olagoju Lano, and we'll also be having the final speaker, that is Femi Caleb. I'm not sure of his final name, but I know that he'll be speaking on how to align our career to God given instructions. So, yes, announcement. Please note that the recordings of these sessions will be made available to registered participants only. So if you're on this call and you have still not registered, please do well to register so that you have access to the recordings, and also drop your feedback about tonight's session on the page. Very important. Please drop your feedback, drop what you learned, drop the things that stood out for you, so that one, people can know that you are someone of value, because it's only a person of value that can pay attention to value and bring it out in a refined form and be able to summarize the data that you have, the information rather that you have acquired, and present it in a readable format. So that is a way to position yourself for networking opportunities and to also show yourself as a valuable individual. So please drop your feedback on the group for registered participants, and that will also serve as a form of encouragement to persons that did not get to attend today, to know that they should not miss tomorrow for anything in the world. So thank you so much once again for being here, and congratulations to you all. Congratulations to every one of us that have been here up till now, because the sky is the beginning for everyone on this call. The sky is the beginning. And I personally look forward to seeing us shine really bright and take giant strides in our various industries. So, yeah, I'd like to invite for the closing remarks one of the administrative heads at Site Class, Sharon Angelo Olua, for closing remarks. It's nice to have you. Thank you for organizing Career Acceleration Masterclass.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Esther. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I'm very sorry I won't be able to turn on my video. Nigeria is doing a lot to us with PHCN, but then we move. So thank you very much, Esther. Good evening, everyone, once again. I'm so sure we've been having a wonderful time at Career Acceleration Masterclass 2023. I want to say thank you to our amazing speakers. We had Temi Olukunle, we had Sarah Kumi, and our host, Oluwatobi Adewumi. Thank you so much. I'm very sure we gained a lot of insightful points from their experiences, their values, and the things that they said to us. One thing that stood out for me today was being audacious, believing in yourself. despite all these things that have been listed, despite all these things that we've heard, how much are you willing to, how well are you willing to pursue them? How well are you willing to move higher and scale higher in income, influence, and impact? So I also want to say thank you to the attendees. In fact, you guys are the real G's. You made this event a lively one, and I really want to say thank you. I also want to appreciate the volunteers of this event. They've put in a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work to ensure that we push publicity to its highest point. Thank you so much. And I want to tell you that tomorrow is just going to be better. Tomorrow's session is going to be amazing. We're going to be having someone talking to us on SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. We're going to be having someone talking to us on making impact from the divine standpoint. We're going to be having someone else talking to us on reinvention strategies. You don't want to miss tomorrow. You don't want to miss tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Esther, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for that beautiful closing remarks. It's such a pleasure to be here and to learn all that we have learned today. So, to reinforce what she said, tomorrow is not one that you want to miss. Thank you so much for being here up till now and for staying till the end. So, have a wonderful night rest, everyone. Bye. Do not forget to drop your feedback on the group. Very important.